Test.
I can see the light.
All right, ready?
But I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away.
What's happening? Hard.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets lonely. Now I see violence. I can feel silence.
Damn it.
Nick, are you there?
We're gonna go.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
What is up, guys? Welcome to Diggity, a video game podcast. Episode. Fucking idiot, Nick. Episode number 232. Yeah, 232.
32?
Yeah,
231.
Last one was 231, I thought. Wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
They run together.
Cool. Yeah, no, it is. Okay. We're good.
I believe you.
I'm Jeff, with me as always, the incredible, luscious Brody Foltz.
Hi there.
And we've got the Three Musketeers joining us as well from WASD and beyond. We've got Evan.
Hello.
We've got Matthew.
What up?
And we've got Nick, who's last because he froze like 2 seconds before going live. His cam's live and it's working, but
I have a
still
snip
hate
of
it.
it. We can use it for socials.
Froze and then immediately comes back going, "What happened?"
What happened?
That's good. Leave that in the episode.
Oh, I will, because there's no way to edit it
Did you
out
kick
at
like
this point.
did you like pull a cord or something?
Yeah, you froze for like a solid 15 seconds.
Yeah.
No,
Couldn't handle your
I was.
shovel.
It couldn't handle me doing this, showing my bicep off.
Yeah, your what happened
gonna
at
be
the
like-
exact same time Jeff started the intro, so I mean it's in there now.
Yeah, it's in there. You're good. It's fine. Don't worry, Nick.
It's fine. It's
okay.
fine. Don't worry about it.
We knew this
I
was
mean,
gonna happen.
we invite you on our show and you fuck up our audio.
Yeah.
Listen here.
That's what he does.
As of a year ago, this all started happening where we all would hop on each other's shows,
Mm-hmm.
and you
fuck it
guys
up.
should have known. Yes, you guys should have known the minute you had us on your first show that you had us on. We should stop inviting these guys on our shows. But now we do Game Awards every year, E3 every year. You guys are gluttons for punishment.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we've brought this upon ourselves at this point.
I don't know if I'd
Yeah,
say
not-
that about him.
Not only did you not learn your lesson, you guys actually made another podcast with us. Like, you guys really fucked up.
He's got a point.
That's very
I
true.
have a good
I'll give him
time.
that. Yeah, I have a good time.
It's fun.
I'm having fun.
So positive. So positive. I like how he goes, I'm having a good time as he's holding a like half glass full of Crown Peach. Yeah.
Is there ice in there?
Whiskey stones.
Oh, you
Oh,
mother
nice.
bitch.
Lucky, I just bought whiskey stones. You can also do that.
I have whiskey stones. I don't
You
like
two
them.
can purchase whiskey stones.
I'm
You too.
poor.
They're
They're
not
that
expensive.
I want to get
My
off that
collectibles
topic.
say
Something cool
different.
happened on Twitter.
What happened?
What happened?
Austin actually bought the Kim Jong-un on the nuke ornament.
Did he really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
He posted that to me on Twitter. Yeah,
That's
funny.
awesome.
it was amazing.
Austin, you rule.
I mean,
That's fantastic.
I've already sold 2 of these things to different people.
Are
I
you
mean, I
getting a
haven't made any
kickback?
money, but I mean, they're just buying it from the link. But I mean, I could.
For the
sell it-
record, he did not make these. These are just something he found.
Yeah, I didn't make these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
no.
to clarify.
Yeah, that definitely
you-
sounded like that, didn't it?
Can you
I
take a
bought this shit
picture
on
of the
Amazon, and it's
take a picture of the rocket and sell it as an NFT? Make millions of dollars.
Oh my god. the
Oh
NFT
my
shit,
god.
man.
Yes.
Pretty sweet.
Do
right?
that.
Look at that.
Oh my
That's
god.
actually dope.
Take a picture of this and sell it as an NFT and like sell it and like watch it bid for
I
like
don't
a couple
know
million.
if you could do that because
Oh,
someone
you totally
someone
could.
modeled. This.
I don't know how-
I mean, someone
I don't know
made
how
that out
it
of
works.
clay, right? And then someone spent hours
Yeah,
making
Jeff.
that to reproduce it.
Pixelate
bad,
the
man.
image. Make it all like a cool 8-bit Kim Jong Un going "fuck America."
Oh my
boom,
god! I
and
should
that'd be
just make
sweet.
a whole Kim Jong Un series.
We're millionaires, dudes.
God.
That's how this works. New
Jung
camera
Punks,
angle,
dude.
dude.
Oh my god, we can have different things. Like he's riding a hot dog. He's riding.
Give him a little mohawk.
cucumber.
The Oscar Mayer Wiener mobile.
Yeah, yeah.
A
We'll name it
mohawk.
something else. We'll call it like Dear Leader.
The Dear Leader mobile.
Dear Leader mobile. Dear Leader.
The
hot
Oscar
dog
Mayer
mobile.
Dear Leader mobile.
Yeah.
Everyone likes our jokes. We're good.
Did you buy the nutsack one, Nick, or no?
Very close. Paychecks tonight, buddy.
I was kind of into the T-Rex penis
This reminded me of Payday.
ornaments.
Oh
Dude.
yeah, the Dickosaurus.
The Dickosaurus for
Was
sure.
it Dickosaurus or Dickorex?
Dude, it's right in our
It's
chat.
Dickosaurus.
Can you look that up, Nick, please?
Definitely Dick. I'm going right now.
Thank you.
So for those who don't know, really quick, we on OBO were discussing at the end of the tail end of the show ornaments.
Dickosaurus. Dickosaurus.
It's Dickosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Christmas ornaments.
Oh, there he is. He's back again.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I froze.
Yeah.
Your internet's doo-doo, my guy. It's okay though. You do
Stop
your
telling
thing.
him that because he's gonna have an anxiety attack for the rest of the episode.
That's
you can't
good.
tell him
That's
that.
good.
It's
I
all
like
right,
that.
buddy.
I like
Don't
that.
worry about
It's
it.
not.
Carry
you
on.
remember?
That's
you
good. I
remember
I worry
like
E3?
about it.
You remember E3? He fiddled with his camera for 2 hours straight trying to get the right angle, and I was
That's
like,
right,
"It's
he
the
did.
same as when you started.
I know.
Like
It's
you've
all right.
you've done nothing. You've
He's an
achieved
artist,
nothing.
dude. He's an artist.
Artiste."
All right. Look at that hat. That hat's as he freezes.
As he freezes again.
That's the
Oh my
most
God,
perfect
He's
time.
gonna have a conniption.
I got it. I got it.
Oh no, he's good. He's
I
good.
got
Just
it,
let
dude.
it do its thing.
He's
Someone's
good.
probably shooting the line or something like that outside your house.
God, look at that face. Good lord.
Evan,
That is something.
where'd you go?
I didn't go anywhere.
Do you want a light? Okay, we
You got
gotta
a
get the
lighter?
show going. Anyways,
Yeah, we have to
gotta
get
this show
moving.
going already. Today we're talking about the Game Awards nominees. We're gonna run through the list of them. We're gonna give our predictions. We're gonna throw some shit at some of them. Nick's sitting there looking at tent. He's not. He's just frozen. He can never sit still. And we're gonna write down our predictions as well, so that when we actually watch the Game Awards live on December 7th. Yes.
Ninth. I
We're
just
professional.
posted about it, so I know it's the ninth.
December 9th
Eighth?
at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a live stream at the Game Awards where
There
we'll
you
watch along with the boys here. And we'll watch
Yeah, it's on the 15th,
Jeff
can't
Keighley
wait.
do his thing with his Muppet fetish. And we'll write our predictions down today. And
And-
I'm sure we'll have arguments for sure.
So we're also gonna do not only our predictions of who we think will win, but also our vote for each category as well.
What we voted for, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Perfect.
We talked about it
how
before
do
the
you wanna roll
show.
with this?
I don't know if you heard it, Jeff, but we were there.
Yeah. Do you want to? I was dealing with audio stuff. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Do you want to start with a couple of these, Brody, and then I'll take over?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get. So we're starting from the end of them that we really don't give a shit about. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it.
No.
Best esports event. So our options are the 2021 League of Legends World Championship, the International 2021 PGL Major Stockholm 2021 PUBG Mobile Global Championship, 2020, and Valorant Champions Tour Stage 2 Masters.
I'm always
Whoever
going
wants
to
to
go
go
for
first?
League. I'll vote for League because I play League.
Okay.
I
That
like
is
it.
that your prediction or your vote?
That's my vote and my
Okay.
prediction also. But I won't fuck it up. Let's
Okay.
just go votes first. I vote League. Evan.
Sorry. My vote was the PGL, and I think my prediction would be the international.
Professional Golf League.
Shut up. Listen, I'm not very knowledgeable in esports. Yeah, I voted for the PGL major, but I think my prediction would be the international.
No, you can't say the prediction yet. We're doing votes first, so we have discussion.
We're going
and
straight
then
votes
we'll
first.
do-
Okay.
and then we'll do a prediction.
You would think we've been doing this for long enough. You would think we'd have this ironed out, but
Don't listen to
We
me.
don't.
We don't.
it's fine. All right, Nick. What's your vote? my friend?
PGL.
PGL.
Yes.
He did it because I did it. He's copying.
That's right,
me. Just
yeah.
wanna
I swear to God,
bullshit.
my internet's already stressing me out. If you stress me out, I will strangle you.
You won't be able to do much.
No, I'll get winded.
We'll
'cause
do
I'm
much with
fat.
that internet, baby.
Matt, what you got, buddy?
You don't know where I live.
Oh,
baby.
BGL, Counter Strike all day.
Getting kicked.
All right, and then my vote on this one's gonna be League. League usually wins this, so
Dude,
Yeah,
League is cool
and
stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a
they
big
do
game.
some really cool shit.
Okay. Now,
All right,
predicciones of this. Who wins?
League.
International.
I
League.
promise we're gonna get more animated as this goes.
Yes,
we just
we
don't
will. We just
really
gotta
care
get through
about the
these rough
esports stuff.
ones, Yeah. Keep in mind, this is the one usually where the Schick Razor mascot presents this one.
Yeah.
So, you know,
What was your vote, Nick?
PGL.
No,
Oh.
what's your prediction?
Oh, the league. League.
League.
yeah, League.
Absolutely.
They put
Okay.
on such a great event.
Matt.
Yeah, League.
Okay. And
Majority
I'm going
League
as well.
That's the vote.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that said international.
Yeah. and
Why
that's
would
'cause you're dumb.
PGL major win that?
I love you, Evan. I didn't. take it
No,
back.
it's okay. I
Oh,
love
the
you too.
international.
I just,
point to everyone.
I assume the international would win just because so many people I've heard watch that every year. Like,
Yeah,
like,
that's
isn't
true.
that's one of the bigger one, like the
It is
biggest
huge.
It,
esports
it's
event.
This is true.
League
Like,
of
that's why-
Legends and the International. Yeah, it's those
But
two.
the
are the
internet
biggest.
and the international usually has, if I'm not mistaken, a bigger prize pool.
You guys
I love
don't- you
that.
guys
They
don't think
usually
PUBG's gonna
do,
win?
but
I love
no,
that.
what?
With the
No,
PUBG
why is that even
Mobile-
in there?
PUBG Mobile Championship of 2020
Yeah,
made
for
it
real.
into this because we haven't had shit for events again because the fucking world is going to hell in a handbasket. But also
kinda
a
feel bad.
mobile championship made it into the top 5 events. Fucking a bunch of guys sitting around a goddamn
Overwatch
phone.
League, yeah, like
Let me hop
Overwatch
in here.
championships don't get anything. Like I do. Before you go on, Nick, I do find it just like thinking about it in terms of a wider gaming thing. If Valorant doesn't win, does that kind of just disprove it as being like the big thing Riot hoped it would be? In terms
I
of
think
it
it
being
did
like
good
a CS:GO.
for a while, but I think it's
I don't
dying
think
out now.
I think it's pretty dead. Yeah, like or
Yeah.
maybe it's not dead to the players who obviously play it, but like I don't hear about it that much anymore.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
It's just
So-
getting off the ground, though. It's trying to
Yeah.
compete with Counter Strike, which has been around for 20+ years.
And like partially trying to compete with Overwatch because it has abilities and stuff, but it doesn't do abilities nearly as well.
So
It's
you're
brand
telling
new.
me,
It
though-
needs time.
You're
It's
telling me
gonna
though.
fail. It's gonna fail.
I
hope
feel
it
like
fails. It sucks.
PUBG is in there because Stephen Ma, the senior vice president of Tencent, is on the fucking board.
Yeah, that would
That's
make
not
sense.
shocking.
That was on right.
Just
What
a
you
got, Nick?
guess. Just a guesstimation.
Nick, what were
Merely a
you gonna say?
guess. Brody sips the whiskey for both of us.
You're telling me though.
I got you, buddy.
Thank you.
I understand what Jeff's saying, but you're telling me you're gonna put a fucking championship where a bunch of dickheads are on their phones. Bafangul, what's this about?
He's doing this to Sopranos and he's not doing good. Also,
No, he's not
Vafangool
doing
doesn't
good.
make sense. Vafangool
category-
means fuck you. Like that doesn't even work.
I don't know.
Do you want me to do this one too, or you?
I can do this one. I can do this one.
Okay, Nick,
alternate.
go for
no,
it.
No,
Yeah,
God,
I
Nick.
don't wanna
Nick
do
might
names.
fucking freeze.
No,
fine.
I fixed it
How'd you
good.
fix it?
He didn't
so
fix
bullshit,
it.
but
He
go
did
ahead.
nothing.
with my
fix
fucking
anything.
mitts.
Okay, go ahead.
Best esports coach. We got Irat Gaziv,
Silent.
AK
Gaziv.
Silent. We got Andrei N. Sholikov.
Mhm.
We have Andrei Biad.
Yeah.
I think it's Blade.
Blade.
It's Blade.
Dickhead.
Blade speak, bro.
You gave him
Come on,
you gave him the.
Okay,
you
dude,
gave him
why are
the-
we giving the worst one?
It is.
You
It is.
can't pronounce any of these. Keep going.
Time out. I got the next one. James Crowder.
Yeah.
There you go.
And,
Hey,
and we got Kim Kakoma Jeongyeon. I think I did good on that one.
You might have. I think.
I think
got
you
that
did
one.
good on that
I
one.
think
Yeah.
the last one's Italian.
It must be Italian. It's fragile.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
So can I start? I know I
Yes.
introduced. I don't care about any of these assholes.
Same.
I would have liked if they had said like what they like coach what team and what game. I would.
You
have
should know it if
appreciated
you're a
that.
gamer.
There's
I'm
a
not.
dude. One of the dudes is just in a suit. Like the rest of them
I'm
are at
gonna
least
vo- I'm
in
gonna
like
vote for Blade
in jerseys.
because of the movie Blade.
Because of Wesley Snipes? Absolutely. I'm going for Blade because of Blade.
Anybody else?
Okay.
I voted for Blade because I saw he's clearly on CS:GO because of the Navi thing on his shirt.
Right,
So, like,
that
that's why I voted for him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
voted Blade
Good call.
because Navi is incredible in Counter Strike competitive. So.
Oh, yeah,
Brody?
absolutely.
The rest.
I'm gonna go Blade as well, for no reason other than hearing Nick try to say it.
Biadi.
That's
I thought it was
pretty
Russian.
good.
I thought it was
Biadi.
Russian. I thought it was Russian.
It's Batty, actually.
Russian.
It's
How would
gone.
that he? Okay. The guy to the
It's not
left is Russian. His last name's fucking Shalikov.
Look at this.
Sholikov.
Look at this motherfucker. He looks like a fucking Ruski. What are you talking about? This guy
What's
in the
that
middle.
supposed to mean?
No,
What's that
he
supposed to mean?
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He looks like some Slav. Yes, he does.
He looks
Oh,
Ukrainian.
Blade?
I can say it. I'm Romanian. I'm a Slav. It's fine.
Oh,
Fair enough. I'll
Blade?
give you that.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
we're
so
on Blade.
prediction. Let's get on with
Yeah,
this.
he's Ukrainian.
Prediction.
Thank you.
What?
prediction.
Blade.
Blade.
I think fucking Blade
just
wins it because everyone votes
yeah,
like we
whatever.
just did, and they remember Blade the movie.
Wesley Snipes, tax evasion
So,
number
is
one.
everybody
I don't know.
going
Wesley
Blade?
Snipes looks
Yeah.
a little
No, I'm
different
not.
in this
No,
movie.
no,
I'm not
no,
gonna lie.
no.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm going James Crowder because he's got Crowder in his name
never
twice.
mind. We fucked up. My prediction is fucking Kim.
But what
Kakoma?
happened?
Well, I can't really
Kakoma?
say his full fucking name without his alias, can I?
No, you can't do it.
I just call him Kakoma. Who gives a shit?
Kim Jong Un.
Oh,
I think you switched that around.
Name.
That is
Goon. You switched it.
that's Kim Jong Un.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're letting OBO overflow into the diggity pod, and we don't need to do that.
Oh my god! How can
I
I'm a
think-
super fan of his. I've got his fucking
Crowder's gonna-
ornament. How can I fuck his name up like
we
that?
gotta keep going. Let's go.
Oh my
My prediction's Crowder because people fucking love FaZe Clan.
FaZe, yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
true.
prediction.
I
because they
hate
love
those
FaZe.
guys. They're a bunch of douchebags.
Right.
All
the
right,
internet.
all right.
Nice.
Moving
Good
on,
one.
moving on. I'll do this one.
I
Best,
like it.
best esports team. Let's move through these ones a little quicker before we get to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
other ones.
We've got some big topics later,
All right.
so
Best esports team: Atlanta FaZe, DWG
For COD.
Kia,
For LOL.
Natus Vincier,
Not a
Sentinels, or Team Spirit. So Atlanta FaZe for COD, DWG Kia for League of Legends, Natus
Just say
Vincier for
Navi.
CS:GO, Sentinels for Valorant, and Team Spirit for Dota 2. So
I
Who's
said
going
Navi.
first?
I said Navi for CS:GO. I'm going first
Oh
because
yeah,
I called it.
Navi for CS:GO.
Navi
100%.
CS:GO as well.
They got
DWG
simple,
because
like-
there's a huge league base that will vote
Okay.
for
Yeah.
teams.
give me a minute here. So Jeff said, I'm trying to write these down. You guys can't all say
Oh,
it
right,
here.
shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We
You're
don't need the
fucking me
votes.
up,
We
man.
probably just need the predictions, bro. Do you think?
Wait, time out. Stop. How am I fucking you up when everybody is talking?
No, I'm saying everybody.
Don't
Yeah,
cry.
I just need you guys to speak one at a time here.
We
Okay,
don't
Jeff's
need
vote.
tears.
Jeff's vote is DWG.
Yes.
Evan.
Yep.
Always go
My
for
vote's
the
Navi.
Koreans.
CS:GO Navi.
Okay. All right.
Matt.
Nick.
Navi CS:GO.
Okay. Matt.
Same. Navi.
Navi.
Okay. And I'm gonna go Faye. My
Don't be
vote.
a douche.
No. That's my prediction.
said-
Sorry.
he said,
my
"Don't
bad.
be
My
a
bad. My
douche."
bad. Good God. I'm gonna go DWG.
For your
Cool.
prediction?
Okay.
Prediction. Jeff.
Koreans.
That's
always
not a-
win.
that's
I
not,
mean,
that's not a selection.
So DWG.
Yes.
but- yeah.
Okay. Evan.
I said for my prediction, Navi.
Okay.
Hey,
Nick.
Navi.
And
mark up another
Matt.
one. Navi.
Yeah, Navi.
First, Brody.
And my prediction's gonna be FaZe.
Ooh. Hey, I'm just.
That's
I'm,
not a bad prediction.
I'm just gonna read these, Brody. So then you don't. You can just type the shit and ask people their votes. Just do
Okay.
that. It's easier.
That sounds good. Yes.
Yeah, that would work. Okay.
That sounds good.
On to the next one, sponsored by fucking Baldo or whatever. They're gonna read this one like halfway cut off. They're gonna say, and the award for best esports and then it's gonna go to a Geico commercial. But best esports athlete, Okay, so the esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2021, irrespective of game. Doesn't matter. If one of these people helped an old lady cross the road, boom, bonus points. Doesn't matter how good they are at their jobs.
It was staged. It was staged.
In their sport.
I'm telling you.
We've got Chris Simpware. Boy, oh boy. Heo Showmaker Sue. Magomed Collapse Kalilov. Alexander Simple Kotzliev. Tyson Tens Nyo. So, there we go.
Matt, what's your vote?
Simple. Alexander Koslyev.
Okay.
Who's up
All
next?
right. Nick.
Simple, baby. All day, every day.
Evan.
You can mark me down for simple as well. Yes.
You guys are just one of the same mind, huh?
We
Jeff?
are, absolutely.
CS:GO,
What you got, buddy?
The only sport we care about.
Yeah, really.
I'm stuck
Good point.
between Heo or Tyson.
Okay.
Choice.
Well, you got to pick one, buddy.
Yeah.
Tyson, he's got finger guns.
Ooh,
All
good
right.
choice. Good
Tens
choice.
for you.
That's a serious
But how do
thing.
you-
Gotcha.
How do you not pick simple when he's clearly holding like 8 medals?
It's irrespective of game.
Hey, Brody.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
sir.
a good guy.
Irrespective.
Break-
No, he is a good guy.
Dude, he's gloating.
Yeah.
Irrespective of
Yeah.
game, he's going to lose.
Kind of douchey. Yeah.
He actually won a lot this year.
All right, Matt, what's your prediction?
Sorry.
Simple?
Yeah.
Can I just
Same
write
here.
all of the WASD guys down as
Yes.
simple?
Yes.
Yes, you can write all of us
Okay.
as simple.
If
Yeah.
it's anything for Counter Strike, you can probably just mark us all up for Counter Strike.
The next
Jeff,
category.
what's your prediction?
Showmaker.
Why are you sighing? Like it's the hardest choice you've ever had to make.
And mine is going to be Showmaker as well. All right, next
All right,
category.
next category.
Gee, wonder what this one's gonna
This
be.
is
got the
we're still
best-
not going through this as fast as they do during the Game Awards.
Now we've got a game. Now we've got games, boys. We've got the best
Okay.
esports
All right.
game presented by Grubhub. For the
I do
game
like
that
that.
has
Go
ahead
delivered
and
the
start
best
writing your guys's.
overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. We have Call of Duty by Activision,
Ooh.
CS:GO by Valve, Dota 2, Valve, League of Legends, Riot Games, and Valorant, Riot Games. So 4 of these are old as fuck. One's kind of new.
Yes.
So should I just go ahead and write you guys down for CS:GO for all of it?
Yes.
Yes.
So, for you can write me down in that for predictions. For votes, I'm gonna probably say COD because
Okay.
it's inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates. Which CS:GO very rarely gets content updates.
I will stab you in the fucking head.
but they have,
Am I
they have a
wrong,
modding community.
That doesn't
That makes
count.
up for it.
No, that's not a content update. That's not an official update by Valve.
It doesn't matter. That's community
Let's
support.
keep it
They got
remote.
that up to fucking wazoo.
There's actually a category for that. So
Fuck.
I'm just saying. My prediction is
I'm just
COD
saying.
just because they get a new battle pass, new maps, new weapons every 90 days or whatever. So like that's just my. Whereas CS:GO gets one operation every 2 years because Gabe Newell is too busy stuffing his fat gray beard.
I
not
will
sure what that has to do with esports, but I like it.
It doesn't. I was
Jeff,
just
what you
pissing Nick
got?
off.
Man.
Give me,
I wanna
vote.
say
Give me
league,
your
but
vote and then your
man.
prediction because the WASD
All right, my
boys are
vote
done
would be
here.
for League.
Okay.
WSD points are funny.
You have no power.
I
here.
saw CS:GO and I just started copy and pasting.
Nice. I appreciate it. That's good.
Saving
All right,
time,
so-
boys. Saving time.
So Jeff said your vote was League. What's your prediction?
Man, my prediction's probably Valorant.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Yeah,
All
just on the basis of like how much it got streamed over the
Okay.
last bit. Evan's
So
upset by that.
he is.
No, I'm not.
You
I was.
upset
I'm
him.
not. I don't care. I don't even care.
I think he's upset.
I don't even care. I don't even care.
Is he upset?
So my,
I'm crying a bit,
Um,
but I'm not.
I'm gonna say that my vote is gonna be for League, and my prediction is COD.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 for COD then.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
think COD's gonna win?
Yeah,
that?
one vote, one prediction.
Yeah.
It's fucking popular, man. I don't know if they'll
is.
get it. It's
It
always
is.
popular, even if the company
Call of Duty.
behind it sucks and everything else. It still sells like crazy, and
It-
people
it
still
reigns.
watch.
Well,
Stream.
hold on now. the voting is done on the internet, but then it also comes down to a jury.
Well,
so do we think
yeah,
there could be backlash?
The
there?
internet only has a small portion. The panel actually makes the bigger portion of the vote.
Yeah, I can't wait to have every game voted by iJustine.
God.
That was good.
And the
That was
CFO
good.
of Grubhub. Yeah, my nephew plays that.
Yeah.
So
I've heard of that.
this next one, I think, is going to be a very good thing for the
Okay.
show.
All right.
Ready? It
Oh, yeah.
is
Yes,
the
sir.
most anticipated game.
Ooh,
recognizing
okay.
recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. You have
Presented
Elden
by
Ring.
Prime Gaming.
We're not fucking sponsored by them. Why would I say that?
You
I
said presented by
I said
Grubhub,
Grubhub
stupid.
is a joke because I think it's fucking ridiculous. Okay.
It's the same thing here. Oh my god.
Okay,
Polish.
presented
We're
by
both
Prime
Polish.
Gaming. Great. Okay.
Thank you.
Elden Ring from
Dummy.
Software, Bandai Namco. God of War Ragnarok, Sony Santa Monica, SIE. Horizon Forbidden West by Guerrilla. The sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Nintendo.
Still
They
don't
don't
have
have
a
a
name.
Yeah, no, the sequel. To
And it's
the Legend
probably
of
not
Zelda.
going to release next year, but you know,
Right.
it's fine.
And Starfield by Bethesda Game Studios.
Bethesda.
Okay. So
We started
this
with-
one, feel free to elaborate a little bit more because this one's actually interesting.
Okay.
So
who's gonna go
I'm going to start with Matt.
Okay.
Don't give me that face, Nick. Don't
No
give me that
interruptions.
Do you
by
want
the
me
way.
to? Okay, real quick. Do you want me to do vote and then prediction, or
face. Yeah,
just
give me
vote right
both. Give me
Okay.
both.
Vote and
So my vote is Elden Ring. I'm pretty excited for both Elden Ring and God of War, but seeing as how I have yet, like I've played the first God of War and the original 3, so I'm pretty stoked for it. Although I didn't beat the last one, so not quite up to date on that one. Whereas Elden Ring, I've played all of the Dark Souls and all of that bullshit. Even if I've never beat any of them, I've at least played them all,
Fair
and
enough.
I'm excited for this. It looks really sweet.
You've never beat them?
No,
Fucking fled, dude.
Nick's upset.
Was
Nick, you've beaten one of them.
that was
I've
your
beaten all of
vote? Is your
That was his
prediction
vote.
the same?
Oh,
Okay.
that was my vote, and then what I think is going to win is God of War.
All right. Let's Nick, give me your vote.
My vote is for Elden Ring, and that the reason being is we're getting a Souls game on a massive scale. So like, and I know this sounds so trivial, but like jumping, mounts, like huge map, there's so much. It looks like there's gonna be so much doing this fucking game, and it looks beautiful. Little Evan, I was
going
fucking
to say
kill your
that's
cat.
the face that I make when Evan starts talking about The Last of Us.
You can literally eat my ass.
But I am.
Boy, that
my
one's never
vote-
come out.
My vote is for Elden Ring. That's my prediction.
Okay.
My vote, though, I would say is for Breath of the Wild. This-
Did you switch those?
The sequel.
He did. He didn't follow instructions. His
Okay.
prediction is Elden Ring.
My prediction is Elden Ring because I'm. Oh boy, two whiskeys in, and I'm already dropping it. My prediction is Elden Ring. My vote is going to be for Breath of the Wild sequel.
God bless you, sir.
Your prediction is Elden Ring, and your vote is Breath of the Wild.
I double fucked. Yes.
I'm
Good
still
Lord.
not sure.
Prediction Elden,
What
Elden
do you
Ring.
think is going
vote
to
Breath
win?
of the Wild. He thinks
What
Elden
do you
Ring's
think is
gonna
going
win.
to win?
You want
prediction
Elden
is-
Ring to win, but you think Breath of the Wild is going to win.
Yes.
Or
Okay, so you
what,
did it
what did you
backwards.
vote for? What did you vote for?
Okay,
no,
what's
everybody
your
shut up. I will
fucking
ask-
vote?
No, I'll ask.
He
him.
voted for
Never
Elden
mind
Ring.
voting for this.
Okay.
I'm scared that you can vote in any election.
Terrifying. This is America. Okay.
All right,
Childish
so you vote-
Gambino had a song
God,
about
at
this.
least
You
I
voted-
know when
so
I
you-
finally get my citizenship, my vote can fucking like counterbalance your
Nick's.
ridiculous vote. I don't.
Listen to here, you Canadian cunt.
Wow. Strong words. All right. Nick, your vote was Elden Ring, but your prediction is Breath of the Wild sequel.
fuck me.
It's so simple like this. Yes.
Okay, yes. So his
It
vote is Elden
simple.
Ring.
It's
Yeah.
really simple.
His vote is Elden Ring. His prediction is a sequel to the Breath of the Wild. Do not let him change that. You don't get anything else.
From going forward, Nick, it's vote first, then fucking prediction. It's what you want to win, and then what you actually expect to win.
He did it in the right order and then said it backwards twice.
I know, but he agreed when
Time
I
out.
said, "Okay, so you want Elden Ring? We got to move on. We got okay. Wait, no, we still got to vote. You
You didn't even have me. You didn't even ask
This
me
took
yet.
this long, and we still got to go. Am I up or is it Evan?
No, it's Evan.
Okay.
Holy
So
shit!
my vote is God of War Ragnarok. I did not finish the first God of War like in this series. I've never played any of them, but I knew how good God of War 2014 or whatever was to a lot of people, and a lot of people really liked it. I'm excited for Ragnarok because it looks fun. I want to play it. One of my favorite actors is voicing Odin or whatever, so I'm excited to see that. So that's my vote. I feel like for some reason that my prediction of who's going to win is Starfield, because I feel like Todd Howard is just busy paying off everybody on the jury. Like
Bribery.
I don't know why that's my thought, but I feel like I'm not anticipated for it. I'm really not that excited from what I've seen so far, but for whatever reason, you always have that with award shows where it's the thing you least expect to win wins. So like that's for this, it's the same thing where it's like I don't think anybody really cares about Starfield, but I feel that that's going to win for whatever reason.
Time
So,
out. No,
my
I care
vote-
about
my-
that field.
No,
My
Nick,
vote-
you don't get any more say.
Yeah, you don't get to talk anymore. My vote is Ragnarok, and my prediction is Starfield.
Okay.
Yes.
Jeff, what you got, buddy?
My vote is Horizon Forbidden West, and my prediction of what's going to win, Nick, is God of War Ragnarok.
Way to call me out, bro. You didn't have to go there.
It was only 5 minutes ago when you screwed up personally, so
I got my GED. Let me be okay.
you're good enough degree. Yes.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Wait, Jeff, are you going to elaborate more on your vote? Like we
Yeah,
were
so
all
like
doing, or-
I would rather have Horizon Forbidden West win, and not that I don't think God of War Ragnarok is good. I think it's gonna be. I think it looks. I mean, from everything that's come out so far and all the things, either leaks or rumors
Looks
and different
good.
stuff, it looks amazing. But Horizon Forbidden West also looks absolutely stunning.
Did you
So,
play the
it
first
does.
Horizon?
Yeah, I've
Did you
touched a
play
tiny,
any of
tiny,
the-
tiny bit of it, but I'm
Okay, I never played any of it.
going
I was
into
just
it a
curious.
little bit. I watched that shit and I was like, that is so cool. I'm so
That's what she
stoked
said.
for that thing. So, but I think God of War picked it up.
God.
Wow. All
Lord.
right.
So my vote is God of War because it's one of my top 5, or the 2018 God of War was one of my top 5 games of all time.
2018. I'm sorry. I said 2014 when I talked.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you're fine. Yeah, we got it. We knew what you meant. And I'm so incredibly excited for that. And my prediction is also God of War. I think
Nice.
out of all of the games that I'm seeing on this list, that and Elden Ring are the most hype I'm seeing. I don't think anybody believes that Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out this year. And Starfield, I feel like a lot of that hype has died down significantly. So I would think it would be between God of War and Elden Ring.
Watch
Yeah.
them
And
announce Breath of the Wild 2 at the Game Awards.
Right? I wouldn't
Oh,
be
they
They
too
launched,
surprised at
the
this
new
point.
fucking Xbox.
Right.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised at all. But yeah, I'm going God of War in both categories here.
Cool.
Good thing.
Yeah, I like that.
Pretty unanimous there.
All right.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, on to the next category. Best
You want me to do
debut
this one?
indie.
Never
So
mind.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the best debut
Evan
game
get in there,
created
too.
by a new independent
I'll get in.
studio. So you've got The Artful Escape by Beethoven and Dinosaur and Annapurna Interactive. The Forgotten City, Modern Storyteller and Dear Villagers. Kenna, Bridge of Spirits by Ember Lab. Is it Sable or Sable?
Sable.
Sable.
Sable. Okay,
I would
cool.
say Sable.
Sable by Shedworks and Raw Fury, and Valheim from Iron Gate Studio and Coffee Stain.
Nice. So I'll actually start this one out. We'll go in a different order here. So my vote is actually going to be for Kena, Bridge of Spirits, or Kenna, or however the fuck you say it. I haven't actually played the game, but I really want to, and it's on my list of things to play. Looks gorgeous. It seems like it's pretty simple for the most part, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing in this case. And my prediction is actually going to be for Valheim. Valheim created a hell of a stir when it first came out, and I think there's still a handful of people that are pretty adamant about playing it. I have not touched it personally, but I think it will do well here. Jeff, what you got, buddy?
Artful Escape. looks beautiful. Have not played it yet, but I know the dude's a dinosaur, so hoping it wins.
And that's your
All right,
your
cool.
vote
yeah, that's my vote and my prediction as well.
and your prediction.
Yeah.
You're going for both, huh? Okay.
Yeah. It got like an 8 on IGN.
Yeah.
Nice.
It seems like it's
They're
not a
pretty
game
hard
for
on
everybody though.
Indies, so I mean it's
They are. They
It's
are.
'cause
Yeah,
they're
this
not
is
shelling
true.
out lots of money to them, like Call of Duty.
It's a very interesting concept for a game for sure. And
It
everything
is.
I've like some of the reviews I've listened to and stuff like podcasts and things, everybody's like, I don't know what the fuck I just did. I enjoyed it, but it was
it's a
different.
trip. It's a trip.
Evan, what do you got, buddy?
My vote was for Valheim, and I voted for that solely because I believe it was just Nick. I don't think Matt got it, but Nick was playing it and liked it. So I was like, I'll vote for it so that way he doesn't beat me up because he threatens to do that every day.
That's unbelievable.
My prediction is The Artful Escape because the picture, the guy has a guitar.
I
Neat.
hate you. I fucking hate you.
Huh. Okay. Interesting way to
I have not played any of them, so I just kind of threw this vote away for me. Like, I just did not care for whatever. I picked Valheim because Nick played it, and then my prediction is like something that, I don't know. I think The Artful Escape is going to win.
So you think the
whatever reason.
panel will pick based on the guitar like you?
I would hope.
Okay. Nick, what do you have, buddy?
My vote is for Valheim because
Okay.
of how much fun I did have with this game. I thought it
For
was
the 2
very.
days you played it, yeah.
I'll stab you.
I gotta
See?
roast him. Whenever he
You
says
just
that,
proved his point.
he's admitting guilt. Yeah,
I'm not gonna send me to jail.
I don't care.
I don't care. I had a lot of fun with Valheim. I thought it was a very cool game. I like the concept. It is one of those basic survival games, but I do like
Yeah.
the Viking setting of the game.
Mhm.
And like how different art direction than most games would have gone. It gave me like a very RuneScapey art direction, and that's why I think I liked it so much. What I think is going to win, though, I think Sable's going to win. This game
Okay.
looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. It looks pretty cool as well. So I think Sable's going to win.
Okay. I like that. And Matt.
I'm not gonna lie, Nick, I was hoping you were going for the looks gorgeous times 3. You're so
I thought
close
he was
there,
gonna
buddy.
do it too. Yeah,
Piece of
you
shit.
had a real opportunity there, and you failed. It looks gorgeous, and I mean, it looks gorgeous, and then it looks pretty cool. I was like, that's just like,
You see these? They ain't resting for nobody.
No, so Brody, my votes are aligned with you. So
Okay.
Henna Bridge of Spirits looks awesome. I really enjoyed the art style. It's very pretty, very visually good on the eyes, you could say. But I think Valheim is going to win. It definitely created the most stir when it got released, and definitely had like the biggest impact and like following for the short amount of time there. So
Nice.
I definitely think that's what's going to win.
I like it. Evan, you want to read this next category, buddy? I know you're trying to
Absolutely
squeeze
not.
in there.
absolutely not. I just looked at
No.
all the names, and I was like, I'm gonna screw up these names. So
No, I
I'm
really
not.
want you to. Please do.
All right, fine. For content creator of the year, for a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2021, we have
You got this
Dream.
first one. Sound it
Oh.
out.
Yeah, I can't screw that one up. That's really hard to screw up.
Is it D-Ream?
I'm gonna let you sit in that stupidity and think about it for a minute. Next up, we have Fussly. I'm assuming that's how you say it, or Fusely. I don't know.
I'd probably say Fusely, like the noodle.
Fusely.
Yeah.
That's yeah. This third one's really fucking me up.
Goulier.
Gowls?
Gaules, maybe. I don't know. Ibai for the fourth one, and then Grefke. Ibai, yeah, and then Grefk for the fifth one. So Matt walked away convenently at this perfect time.
Not a great time. So I guess we'll start with
yeah,
Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, you go.
I'm gonna vote for D-Ream because he's
I'm-
like a poorly drawn stick figure.
I put it into the doc as D-Ream.
And
I hate
my prediction is that Fusely wins because she's a female.
All right.
All right
Said
then.
What, Nick? What? What's that? For what is that? What was that? What was that? What was that, boy? What was that?
Because you go there.
I go there. What do you mean I go? I go with the fucking reality?
He's probably not wrong. He just said it out loud.
What, you think
That's why I
fucking
love
D-Ream's gonna win?
Time out. My camera's here now.
Dream.
You're fucking
out.
crazy.
That's why I love Jeff.
You're crazy.
All right.
Canadians,
am I up here
Canadians
for
say
this?
whatever the fuck they're thinking, man.
They don't mince words.
They don't give a
No,
shit.
there's no need to mince words here. You know she's gonna win. I'll wait for your
Okay.
predictions.
Wait
Okay.
for my.
It's fine. In my dreams.
I'm up. I hate everything about you people.
Had to, boys. Had to.
So I was up next, right, Brody?
Yes.
Yeah. So my vote is for D-Rem and
D-Ream, you mean?
Drem, and
He's
my
German.
prediction probably Grefk for that red hair.
Oh, yeah.
He said it.
They love colored hair, man.
Yeah.
Fucking
Big
blue
fan,
hair,
yeah.
fucking whatever color, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, a buy's
Matt,
got a
what-
neck beard.
Jacksepticeye looking
It's
motherfucker.
true. That is a intense neck beard, by the way.
It is pretty.
It's very
I don't-
intense.
There's
Looks
no
like my
neck.
brother Luke.
I do not. I'd like
It
to
does
say for the
kinda
record, I do not know any of these people. I don't know any single one of these countries. I've not heard of them at all.
I know who Dream is, just
I
because my
don't know
kids
any of
know
them.
who he is.
Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah. That was so my vote's Drem and my prediction is Gref.
D-Ream. Sorry, D-Ream. My bad. Matt.
Okay, I voted for. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna vote for Dream, but then I remembered that he does stupid Minecraft speedruns, and also he beefed with my boy Donkey, and that's just
right.
unacceptable.
Somebody else that knows
Unacceptable.
Donkey. Another man of culture. I like to see it.
Yeah.
I
love
changed my
Dunk- love
vote. I
Dunk
voted.
too.
I changed my vote. I voted for Fuseli. I still think that Gref's gonna win, but I changed my vote.
So I changed my vote to Ibai.
Sorry,
I'm saying
Brody.
there. Primarily
Matt
just
kinda
because.
looks like a buy.
Are you by Matt?
What is happening?
I have no
Why?
idea.
Why is it happening?
Everything's a mess.
No.
He goes, I have no idea.
Basically, I don't know any of these people except for Dream, and he's on my shit list. So I picked Ibai because he looks like someone I'd have a beer with. I don't fucking know. Who do I think is gonna win though? Gauls, because he got a hand tattoo and he's super edgy,
Oh,
and
right.
and it looks
Tim
like
the
he's
Tatman
kind of
has-
missing like
Grefka's
three
a,
teeth.
Grefka's a mouth breather.
I want to know what that tattoo says, and I don't want to enhance it enough to see.
It says, I paid too much for this piece of shit on my hand.
Fair enough.
I don't think it
I
says
don't,
that.
I don't think it says that either.
I'm
so
pretty
wait,
sure it doesn't. fit that.
Resiliencia?
hold on. I have a question for Matthew. So
Probably like a
you think
Sims
he's gonna
quote.
win? You think he's gonna win because he's got the Sims quote tattooed on his hand, and that's or like, and because he's
He's
edgy.
got, yeah, it's
so
a
does
simian,
having
it's like a
in
simian.
Sims?
It's a simian.
You
quote,
cannot
yeah.
place this here. Is that what it says?
so does having
It's a shower.
a hand tattoo make you edgy? I'm just curious. Like, but your own opinion or whatever. Like, or is it something else that makes him edgy?
Yeah.
No,
Listen here, motherfucker.
he. It's not just a hand tattoo. He
Not
looks
just a hand
like
tattoo.
he's on like a 4-day coke binge
Bender?
right now.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
Nick is edgy
So-
too. Got it. He looks so offended. He looks hurt.
Exist. Leave me alone.
Let me exist.
Nick, I'm not trying to be mean here, but Nick's a little too thick to be doing coke all the time. You know what I mean?
I'll fucking piece you up.
So what does he want? What does he want? Does he want Evans or does he want Max? I don't understand.
They can both catch his hands.
What life do you want?
You can't throw him at me. I'm faster than you.
Brody, who's next?
I got mine next. So I'm gonna say, let's go with Gref G,
Greg.
whatever the fuck it is.
It's old Greg.
He just looks like a happy guy. So that's my vote, and my prediction
stepbrother.
is I'm gonna side with Jeff on this. Fusely's gonna win for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Hey, you said it. All right.
Nick
Oh,
has to go yet.
Nick has to go. I thought he.
Yeah, he forgot-
Oh, that's
Hey.
right. He just interjected on the D-Ream stuff. I gotcha. It wasn't.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, go
Are
ahead.
you out of your fucking mind? So I don't know any of these assholes.
They might
a good
be
way to
nice
start.
people. We don't know.
Fuck them.
Okay.
So I think I
Can you
want
imagine
Dream.
if you ever got to present an award?
Oh.
I don't know who the fuck these people are. Who are you?
So you want D-Ream to win?
I do and I don't because I do love the dunk. And Dunk's my boy.
Dunkus? Yeah, Dunkus pretty good.
So give
What
me
if-
your vote.
Give me the dramatic.
D Ream is my vote.
Okay.
And if anyone
I'm
had
pretty
to
sure
win,
Dunk just beefed with him anyway. I don't think Dream actually beefed back, did he?
yeah, no, Dunk.
He did.
Dunk was talking shit. And
That's
if
what Dunk does.
if anyone had to win, I would want D Ream to win because of the little doodle guy. But
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take a second here.
Someone does have to win, by the way. That is
Fuck
how
you,
this
you're
works.
gonna say Foosley wins after all that shit.
No, I'm gonna say Dream's gonna win. I think Dream's gonna win because of Minecraft. If Gowle, whatever his asshole's name is, wins,
Gulls. I don't know.
this dude has no other tattoo on his fucking person that
you
I
can't
can
see that.
Shut up.
It's a close up of his shoulders
Time
up
out.
while he's wearing a
Time out.
jacket.
Time out. I'm gonna talk shit about this fucking guy.
No,
Listen.
let's.
No, I'm going to. You have you have no other tattoo on your hand
I could be
What-
playing Battlefield right
on
now.
your knuckles of some words that I can
That's
see.
Simeon. That's Simeon for Boxwood.
Why
I
would
thought
you
it was
just-
Simlish?
I understand you're made. Your life is cool at this point. You're into the Game Awards. You're fucking set.
It means
Nick, your jealousy is
resistance.
I
showing.
don't think
Your
He's
jealousy
so-
is showing.
At
I have more
the end of this,
tattoos than
what's your
him. How come
prediction?
I'm not up there?
Dream.
So Dream and Dream.
Dream and dream.
Thanks.
Okay.
For both.
Okay.
But
next
fuck
category.
Gowless.
Can I do the next category still? I'd
Fake
like-
ass
there you
tattoo.
Sure. Have at
Go
it.
for it, buddy.
Nick
For
is
best
thoroughly upset.
multiplayer, for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform, we have Back for Blood by Turtle Rock and Warner Brother Games, Knockout City by Velen and EA, It Takes Two, Hazelight Studios and EA, Monster Hunter Rise by Capcom, New World by Amazon Games, and Valheim by Iron Gate Studio and Coffee Stain.
Who's Iron Kate, Evan?
I said Iron Gate. I recorrected myself because I fucked up because I have a stutter, asshole.
Iron Kate
shitbird.
sounds hot.
Yeah, she's probably cool. She's probably
She
locked
sounds
you
like
up.
a pretty
I'd
cool
like to
shield
start-
maiden.
It's a guy.
I'd like to start
James
this
Caan.
with
Yeah.
Brody.
Oh, you want to start it with me?
Yes.
So as much as I love Monster Hunter Rise, I'm actually going to vote for It Takes Two because so far it has been a wonderful experience playing it with my wife. I know it's not only local multiplayer, but I think it's great. And on top of that, you could buy it once and share a guest code
It's,
essentially with somebody.
It's
Oh,
made from
very
the same
nice.
people who made. It's from the same people who made A Way Out, which
Yes.
that was their whole
That
thing.
was
The
their
guy, the
shtick
guy
there.
that
You could-
me and
you could
Brody
bu-
both love that presents at the Game Awards every year.
Oh, when he yelled,
fucking
yeah,
awesome.
that guy
It's
was
super
He
hilarious.
yells
party
and
dude.
swears. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
He's
so
he's the only guy that actually swears on there, and it doesn't come off cringy as hell. Like you just
Right.
know that's how the guy actually.
Yeah,
That guy
yeah,
talks
yeah.
that
All the
way.
other people are like, yeah, this is a new Need for Speed game with some kick-ass. Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
and
so
my-
Brody's vote was It Takes Two.
Yeah, my vote's It Takes Two, and my prediction is Valheim again.
Fair.
Nice.
I think Valheim's gonna do well on this evening
Alright.
in the future.
Next up, Jeff.
My vote is for Monster Hunter Rise, and my prediccione is Monster Hunter Rise.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Do you want me just to go on, or do you want to elaborate?
Nah, I don't need to.
Do you have anything? Okay,
It is
Matthew.
what it is.
Okay, so both my vote and prediction are gonna be Back
New
for
World?
Blood.
Oh my
Oh wow.
god.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I thought you were gonna say New World.
Interesting. Okay.
No, New World fucking sucks. Fuck Amazon.
Damn.
I love it.
Careful,
No,
Jeff does
no,
business
100%.
come
Personally
close.
going to come after you.
He'll come over
100%.
here in his penis rocket, dude. Don't be doing that. kind of stuff.
People have been
Origin.
waiting like 10 years for a new Left 4 Dead game, and Back for Blood definitely fills that void. Also, it's
Yeah.
the only one
Is
out
it
of these games that I've played, so
Does it fill the void?
You played
well,
the beta.
yeah. And then I also
mean-
played the beta for New World,
Big,
and that game was
big
dumb.
gamer chirp.
To be perfectly honest, I have through Game Pass Back for Blood. It's not that different from the beta. So you got basically the same thing.
Big.
It's
gamer
literally just
support
it's
statement.
just a new updated
It's a new
Left 4
Dead.
Dead. Yeah.
With attachment, yeah, just more content
There's
added
nothing
onto it.
there's nothing
So I
special
get it.
about it, but it's just like everyone's wanted Left 4 Dead for a long fucking time. We have a new Left 4 Dead. It's gonna win.
I don't know
I just
anything
wanted
about
to
Keep
throw
going
that out 'cause
forward.
There's a huge complaint of people.
Okay, Nick, what's your vote and prediction?
My vote's gonna be Valheim. My prediction's gonna be Back for Blood. Likening to what Matt said, everyone wants a new Left 4 Dead, and now we have it, and a lot of people do enjoy it. So I do think Back for Blood is. I've seen a lot of people enjoy it.
I've seen a lot of people not enjoy it.
Did you
Well,
rotate them to a
Mediocre as fuck.
Prior to Back for Blood, Left 4 Dead had that not DLC, but they had the free content for that new episode for Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, but this is not Left 4 Dead.
Correct. I'm getting there. Ass wipe.
Sweet Bay. We're a cultural show.
So we got a little taste of new Left 4 Dead, and then Back for Blood comes out. It's cool. The game is sweet. I played, when I played on PC.
You played the beta. You
When's
don't
the
have
last
the
time you
actual
played
game,
Left 4
the
Dead?
beta.
I played it through my Xbox Game Pass on PC.
How many nights did you play it?
Just-
Okay,
Yeah, how many hours you got logged in?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
offering
before
up.
Before that, when did you play it?
Come on.
Come on. Before that, when did you play it? I'm here for the question.
Come on.
I played it on release date and touching it, but I do think it's cool.
Hey, you played release date
Okay.
again.
There it is. There it is.
Well, I Knockout City was fun, but
It is cool. Yeah, for what it is.
it lasted for how long? For me,
Not very long.
I think in our Discord we played it for maybe a week or two. Yeah,
I'm glad that you're supporting your argument with the basis that you played this for one evening.
I swear to God, you
sometime
goddamn.
in 2009.
Listen.
Boy.
To me,
Alright, on to me.
Big
'cause
gamer.
I'm important.
Okay.
The fake
The real
gamer,
gamer has things to say now.
the quintessential gamer, if you will.
That's right.
it is the quintessential.
My vote placed was Knockout City because I had a fun time with it. I really enjoyed playing it, and I thought it was a new concept. Like that was, I mean, it's dodgeball. That's nothing new. But like,
It's a new concept. I mean, dodgeball. It's not
I
new.
redacted it. All right, I'll kick all your asses in dodgeball. Believe me, I've seen the movie enough. No, yeah, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. But no, I just liked that it was different. It wasn't just like an MMO of some kind. It wasn't just co-op. Like I got to, fight with other people, and
Just
there were
amazing-
cool
amazing
abilities,
lore.
and I like the difference in Stop doing this. I'm talking. You're hurting my feelings. No, but I like that they made a little bit of the gameplay unique with the different types of like balls that would home on you. I like saying this is gonna be hilarious.
Balls.
My
But,
balls on you.
The balls that chain you, the balls that explode, all that
Hey.
kind of stuff.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it's getting hot in here.
Spicy.
But I
my
found it
cock
just to be
hard.
fun. I found it to be
Okay.
funny. All right, we can stop. It's not OBO. And surprisingly, all of you guys did not say New World for your votes or predictions. My prediction is New World because of how big I feel
Much
like that was.
money Bezos has.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm waiting for
Um,
the
Bezos?
Blue Origin Cock Rocket
like
DLC in it.
I thought it was just like I don't know. I mean, Jesus Christ, we had in our Discord for the week before it came out, everybody in there just jerking off over New World, and I was like, it's an MMO, and everybody's like, I know, but it's an MMO, as they were.
You don't
just
like
flirting.
fucking MMOs.
No, I don't, but that's why I assume it's going to win because everybody in our Discord was like, we're going to make chats for New World. We're going to do this for New World. We're going to do this. And then hilariously, every single person that was interested in the Discord, except for your brother, does not play it anymore. Which I
Leave
found
Julian
hilarious.
out of this.
I'm not roasting him.
Julian's a good
He
guy.
enjoys it.
He's the one that's playing
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, exactly. Like but that's what I'm saying. He's the only one that enjoyed it. So clearly, to a lot of people who played WoW or played other MMOs, they did not enjoy it that much. I mean, Matt didn't really, go along with it. Noah didn't play it. I mean, Good Nick, the residential MMO guy. I don't give a shit about your timeout, you stupid bitch.
He was steady smoking weed at my wedding in the parking lot.
What does that have to do with anything?
Bad guy certified.
It's
Let's keep
legal.
going.
Yeah, tape it to your forehead.
Tom Segura.
Beat that.
I like that.
Beat that. You can't. But like, no, I'm just saying, like a lot of the guys in our Discord that are MMO players were hyped for it before it came out, and then when it came out, we only have one guy that consistently plays it. But like, I feel like just with the kick it got, or like the talk it had, like how everybody was just going crazy for it. I feel like that kind of wins. maybe, yeah. Like I don't
Yeah,
play
it was
MMOs
cool
at
to
all.
like
So
it.
like
It was
It
so
doesn't-
amped
yeah.
up.
it was just so hyped for everything. It was like a cyberpunk.
Yeah, it was great.
Like
yeah.
Is the final boss Bezos as a dragon?
I would
His
come.
his giant pile of gold.
I would
It was
come.
cool to like the game that's being built by the same people that I bought this off of.
So
Point
Game of the day.
to go past this category, my vote is Knockout City. My prediction is New World.
Alrighty.
I like
just
that.
because of the stir it caused. Do you want me to do the next one, or does anybody else want to
I
take
will
it?
do the next
I'm
one
fine
in
with
the next category.
Can I do
sure
it?
thing.
No.
No.
Damn it.
We're
When
not
I
even
meant
through
anyone,
10
I
of
meant
these
everyone
yet.
except you.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Next
We're
category,
we're almost
best
there. We're at 9.
sports / racing game. So for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game, we've got F1 2021 by Codemasters and EA Sports, FIFA 22 by EA Vancouver and EA Sports, Forza Horizon 5 by Playground Games and Xbox Game Studios, Hot Wheels Unleashed by Milestone, and Riders Republic by Ubisoft. So,
Who's going first?
Brodicus?
I'll go
now,
first.
Jeff. Oh, Matt. All right.
I'll go first. My vote and my
Jackie doesn't play
prediction
sports.
are both Hot Wheels Unleashed.
You're such a piece of shit.
It's actually a fun
Hold on.
game. Okay.
Yeah, no, it actually legitimately looks like the best game out of this list. On top of the fact that I played the
Brody's
old
upset
school
now that
Hot
he
Wheels games,
supported you.
and that shit was fucking sweet.
I take it back. Fuck you. You're on your own.
Me? What?
I'm just
What'd
kidding.
I do?
You're fine.
No, like, okay, Ubisoft doesn't really know how to do sports games. I'm sorry.
Bad
So, like,
game.
Have you played
Riders Republic is
Have you played it?
no, but I played all of their other ones, like the snowboarding and the
But
fucking.
how could you judge that?
All of them look the same.
You're
They
just
all
like
look
the
like they
fucking
played the
Game
exact
Awards
same. I've
jury.
seen.
Bastard.
Hold on.
sounds like a-
90% of my opinions on this are on games I haven't even played. So what do you want from me? Okay, I'm doing my best here.
Less opinion on games you haven't played, I guess.
Riders Republic, Ubisoft, they don't do sports games very well. I'm sorry. FIFA can suck a fucking cock. That game series.
Absolutely. I
But
agree with you on that.
I've-
I have not played it, but they can suck a cock.
Yeah. And then
Fucking
Forza
cock,
and
sorry.
F1, both pretty top notch. But if I'm gonna pick a racing game, it's gonna be fucking Hot Wheels. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right, who's next?
Nick.
So it's funny that all this seems like it's all racing minus FIFA.
Yeah,
Um,
pretty
It's best sports / racing.
It's
For
all like
FIFA.
cars and it's all
And
cars.
what else
and-
are they going to put in there? Madden?
it's all
I mean,
cars.
they're
No,
all the
fuck
same.
Madden. Madden could fuck off.
My point proven.
What I want to win is Forza.
Okay.
What I think is going to win is Riders because Riders added a lot of everything in it. I think. For what I've seen of Riders, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people like Riders, so I think Riders is going to win. But my prediction or my vote goes to Forza.
All right. Evan?
So I'm a little bit torn on this one. I've played the previous F1 games, especially in the last couple of years,
They're
and
beautiful.
I know, like, yeah, they're fantastic. And I do not have 2021, but I know what they added. So it wasn't like, it's kind of like the FIFA games where not a lot changes each year. For this, they added a couple new features and stuff like that, but I love F1 racing, like, in real life and the games themselves. But I've had a lot of fun recently with Forza Horizon 5. So I'm really torn between this one. I think personally, just because of the rush it gives me when I win a race in F1, because more or less when you're playing, there's not a lot of room for change. In Forza, everybody can drive different cars and they all have their own tunings and different specs and all that kind of stuff. In F1, the cars are, they're identical to a degree. Obviously, there are some that are going to win just naturally more than those because they have more funding or whatever because of how the games work. So, like, F1 is going to take my vote, but my prediction is going to be Forza because it's open world, it's beautiful, it's got fun other things to do. I mean, in F1 you don't really have much to do other than race around these tracks. In Forza you can do barn finds, you can I know that, like, this was the first Forza game that added in weather, storms and all that kind of stuff, so I'm sure that's appealing to a lot of people. So my vote is F1, my prediction though is Forza.
All right.
Look at that. Was gone for most of everybody else's stuff and just seamlessly integrated back in.
You did.
I'm
you
made
did.
for radio.
You did until you,
You
stated
did.
that.
That was good.
Yeah.
David Chuck
Shut
the
up.
Freak.
So
Weenie in the butt.
my vote is going to be for Forza Horizon 5, even though Hot Wheels Unleashed is actually a very fun game. Very good arcadey racing game. But I've been having a blast with Forza, and I'm probably going to be playing it on and off for the extended future. My prediction is also going to be Forza. Riders Republic is also very good too. I did forget to mention that, but I do think Forza is going to be able to take this.
My
yeah.
vote would be for Riders Republic, but my prediction is going to be Forza.
I guessed that, and I was right. I actually have been guessing
if
most
I
of your
actually
guys'
played Forza, like I bet you my vote would probably go to that, but I haven't
Yeah.
played it. But I mean, it got a 10 out of 10 on most places. It's got a perfect score, and people love it, and it's blowing up, and it's the newest one.
That's killing it, right?
Yeah,
it's like fucking
It's the
destroying
newest
it.
game on this out of these selections too, which I think is going to give it a boost.
So
Oh, yeah.
it's very good. There's also a lot of bugs and shit that I wouldn't have given it a 10 out of 10, but it's a damn good racing game. Very, very good.
Huh. Interesting. All right, next
Can I
category.
do that one? Let me do it, Jeff.
Okay, go. Hurry up. Come on. Let's do this.
Yes. Best sim slash strategy.
Hurry up.
Good
All
lord.
right. We got Age of Empires, Evil Genius 2, World Domination.
Whoa, what version?
Which Age of Empires?
What does IV mean?
4. Oh my god.
I was going
That
to let
actually
him
made
guess.
me mad.
I
I was going to
didn't-
let him guess.
I
for a
wanted him
while.
to guess.
I've learned
No.
Roman numerals by my.
That
by doing
actually
this show.
made me
So
mad.
proud of you, Jeff.
I did not go to high school. Give
You're
me a second.
dick sucker for Star Wars: A New Hope. You don't even know that it's the 4th movie. Sorry.
Come on
Yeah.
now. All right. So
Slut.
Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2, World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, and
Yes.
Microsoft Flight Sim. I'll hit it right off the top. I think Flight Sim is going to hit off both on me.
Sim and strategy is such a weird category.
It is.
Yeah,
and
it's
really
literally
compare them?
It's all strategies and then just one like sim game. It's just
It-
I
like,
also
it
hey,
think
here's
is
a playing
because there's
game.
not
Very
many
weird.
games that are coming out
Right.
that are sim strategy.
In terms of
games.
simulators, are you kidding me? Have you seen Euro
No,
Truck
strategy.
Simulator?
Fuck you.
We're at a
All right,
standoff here.
boys.
We got to talk. There's dead air.
That
All right,
dead air
boys.
was
All right,
awful.
listen. Let me finish
Okay.
this up.
Vote and prediction.
Do it, Nick.
Flight Sim, both. That's Nick. Me. The guy. Come on.
Guy.
Okay, Evan.
Who's next?
Okay.
My vote is going to be for Humankind because I actually played that out of all these, and I enjoyed it. It's a Civ game. It's a Civ-like game, so it's nothing crazy. But I did like a couple of the systems that they added, and the visuals are nice. But my prediction is going to be Flight Sim, just because that's still what everybody's raving about. Which, to a good degree, I mean, it's pretty nice from what I've heard. But I have not played it. I'm not a big simulator guy or a plane guy. So, Jeff.
My vote would be for Flight Simulator, and my prediction would be Flight Simulator because of the technology behind it, and there's still so
Yeah.
much hype.
Did they win last year? By the way, didn't they win last year? I feel like I feel like they won something last year.
Was
For,
it out last year during that time, or did it go
No.
right after? It went
It
right
wasn't?
after. It was like January, right?
When did Flight Sim
Or
come out?
February.
I thought it was like it came out like right around Christmas or something.
That's what I thought.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm looking it up, but keep going. I'll just try and
Matthew,
find it.
your vote and prediction.
August 18th, 2020.
Wow,
But
okay,
it was
then
only
we're
on
all
PC
wrong.
too. It didn't come to Xbox until this
But
year.
did
Oh,
it
okay,
account?
that would make sense.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I was thinking of. It came to Xbox in like June or something.
Hit rewind on the section up top on the Game Awards site there, buddy, and you'll be able to see the ones from last year.
Look
What-
at
what
that.
did you
let's
say?
do that.
Matt, what's your vote and prediction?
My vote is Inscription because I don't know, look cool.
I hate you.
You're scrolling.
Okay.
But I think a prediction I think is going to be Flight Sim.
Okay.
So I'm going Flight Sim on both. Again, because of the tech behind it. I mean, I played a little bit of it. It's certainly not for me.
It won Sim Strategy game last year. Yes. It did.
Okay.
It counted.
Yeah, I'm gonna go flight sim on both. It's not for me, but it's incredible what they've done with that, and it looks really cool and it's gorgeous. I think if I would have played Age of Empires 4, I think that would be up there in my list, but I have not played it yet. So I downloaded it tonight, and I will play it eventually.
Nice.
Fun fact I wanted to add upon looking up the previous year for winners, the most anticipated game last year was Elden Ring. I just thought that was
Really?
interesting. Yes.
I'm surprised it hasn't been
I don't
for
even
like the last
remember.
4 years.
Yeah, I don't remember either. We've been.
I just
drunk since
looked at
then.
Boy, oh boy.
I just looked
I guess
at
it
the
was
whole-
delayed. It was delayed.
I like
Is
the
it
whole-
a
I
good
like the
thing
whole
or a
winners
bad
list.
thing if you win like
2 years in a
three
row
most
for
anticipated
anticipation?
game awards in a row? Does
Bad
that mean
because it
that
means
you're-
development has been
It means
fucked.
you're taking
Announced
forever.
it way too early.
Yeah, exactly.
that
You just
or
gave
the hype
everybody
is just
blue
But
balls
is
for
it
years.
though? Because it's a judge of hype.
So
Well,
like,
You know
you're
what
not
I mean?
coming.
so then wait,
Yeah, blue balls.
just doubling back to that. Do you think they're going to win this year because they won last year, or do you think people are going to be like, well, we're
No,
tired of waiting, so
no.
We're not changing answers now,
We're not
God damn
changing
it.
it.
Listen,
no.
Elden
I was
Ring
just
is coming
saying.
out.
The polls closed.
It's
today.
coming out this
Polls
year,
closed.
2022. Let
Maybe.
it go. Hey,
You want
let
to
it
do
go.
the next one?
Next category, we've got best family game. Ooh, Evan's
Evan.
favorite for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. You've got It Takes Two by Hazelight Studios and EA, Mario Party Superstars by who the fuck choked by Nintendo.
That
Evan.
was me. I drank too much whiskey at once. I'm sorry.
New Pokemon Snap by Bandai Namco, the Pokemon Company, and Nintendo. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Nintendo. And WarriorWare Get It Together by Intelligent Systems and Nintendo.
Cool.
You want me to go first? I'd like to go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
My prediction and vote are both It Takes Two because it's not made by Nintendo.
Okay.
Sorry.
Or who's next?
I'm not
I-
sorry though. Fuck you.
My vote is for Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, but I think what is going to win is Mario Party Superstars.
Okay.
Cool. Or who's next?
I'll
Okay.
go.
All right.
My vote, I think, would be It Takes Two, but prediction is I think it's probably going to be Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury because It Takes Two, while it's a family game, it's kind of like what Brody's scenario is. We kind of play with a couple, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
You know,
kids
like,
have been
I feel
playing
like
it
that's probably
together,
excluded quite a fair bit of people,
Well,
you know.
It Takes Two gets pretty deep, does it not?
Yeah, it gets a little deep, and it's also, I mean, relatively tricky. Like
It
my
gets
wife has
mature
been,
as well, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Not, I'm not trying to be weird.
Like, I
but
don't,
it
I don't
does-
think
it-
that
it is
I don't
deep
think
and
I don't think
mature.
the family
Yeah.
sitting down with popcorn on Sunday saying, "Gather round, kids. Me and your mother are going to play a game about possible divorce."
Right, we're gonna cry together.
Right. Yeah, no,
Like
it's
my
definitely one
growing
of those games that I almost would not put into best family category. Not because I don't know. I don't know that it necessarily belongs here. It's a fantastic game, and I want to see it up for as many awards as it can. But it's kind of a weird place for it, for
Right.
sure.
For best family, I feel like Monopoly should always be on there because there's nothing better than a game that makes your whole family hate
Monopoly
each
on
other.
iPad.
How bad do you
Yeah.
want to die?
Okay, Nick.
Oh,
vote.
I played-
vote and prediction.
I'll tell it after.
My vote is gonna go for Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. I had a blast with this. I really did, and holy shit, I just like threw up my mouth a little bit. I can't,
Interesting.
I don't know what happened. I can't wait to play this game with my niece. I
Exactly
really want
how
to play
it
this.
would go if he presented this segment. Yeah, best family.
I'm stoked to play this game with my niece. What I think is gonna win though is Super Mario Superstars. I can remember playing Super Mario all
Superstars.
same fucking
Super
thing.
Mario
It's
Superstars.
not the same
It's
thing.
very much not.
Mario Superstars.
Mario Party.
Mario Superstars is a
Superstars.
very different thing. All right,
It's
because
amazing you
All Stars
got-
even.
I'm
It's
thinking
amazing you
All
got your good
Stars.
enough degree.
Yeah.
It really
I'm
is.
thinking All
Yeah,
Stars.
it's not that.
It's a tough
Then
job.
give me
Evan.
fucking Super Mario 3D World for fucking
What did
2.
you say, Jeff?
You want
It's a tough
3D
job.
World for both now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm an asshole.
It's a tough
Yeah,
job.
I know.
It's a tough job. It is a tough job talking.
All right, Brody, what do you got, buddy?
I'm conflicted because I really like It Takes Two, but it's also one of those things that isn't a family game, but also 3D World I played pretty much entirely by myself. So I'm still going to say It Takes Two because the kids watched me play it with the wife, and it did become a little bit of a family thing, and it was cool. My actual prediction is going to be Pokemon Snap, though.
It was fun. I liked it.
People fucking loved
But didn't
it, and
it,
I
like,
don't
wasn't
understand
like,
it.
Huge hype. People played it, and then it just like died. Am I right? Or
Yes.
wrong?
Pokemon
but
Go.
Also, like 75% of the vote that actually counts for this is the panel that is made up of people that jerk off to Nintendo. So,
That's why I voted against it.
Hey, I
I'm
just
taking
can't
a stand.
do that. Okay.
Pokemon Snap. It's my prediction.
On
Can
to
I
the
do this one,
next
Jeff?
Category.
Let me do it.
Best fighting
You
game.
don't get
No.
this one.
For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Kami Chronicles. We've got
God, you
Guilty
did
Gear
this one.
Strive by Arc Systems Works. Melty Blood Type Lumina by French Bread and Delight Works. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl by Ludosity, Fair Play Labs, and Game Mill, and Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown by Sega.
Nice.
Bring it on to me, buddy. Oh,
Me?
okay. Give it to Evan.
You got a problem with me going first?
No, you go first.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Are you
I'm
sure
glad
you're
that
okay with
happened. I'm glad that
Just
happened.
making sure.
Just go.
So my best, so my vote and prediction are both going to be Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, just because of the hype I think around it, just of those characters. Like I worked for a little bit with like fighting game communities, and like they played Guilty Gear. The other games they played are not on this list, but I feel like Nickelodeon are. I hate everything about my life. Nickelodeon All Star Brawl is going to take my vote and prediction though. Just because it's interesting, unique. You got Nickelodeon characters, Timmy Turner, SpongeBob, Patrick, all that kind of stuff. So like I think that's kind of like for me, that's the only thing that would probably lead me into playing one of these games is that I don't really care about the rest of it, like the anime style of things and all that kind of stuff. It's just not something that really piques for me or interests me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Nickelodeon All Star Brawl takes my vote and prediction.
Very good, Nick.
So I think Guilty Gear. That's my prediction. But wait, time out. I
Vote
want-
first.
How do you fuck this
Vote
up?
first.
I want Nickelodeon to win.
You could give him written instructions that he'd read it wrong.
Time out. I want Nickelodeon to win
Okay.
because
and Guilty Gear, I assume.
yes,
Okay.
but I
wouldn't
want
read it
Nickelodeon to
upside
win
down.
because
You'd
it's
read it on an angle.
I
Swear to
will
God.
fucking fuck you. I want Nickelodeon to win because
That's
it's a cool concept. Like
It's not.
Fucking-
It's just.
So
just
your
is.
vote is
with
for
Nickelodeon
All
characters.
Stars Brawl.
no,
All Stars.
my
Brawl.
prediction. My prediction is for All Stars. My vote is for
No.
Guilty Gear.
No.
Ow!
What
I'm
do you?
saying no,
Okay,
you
okay,
can't.
okay. Stop.
No,
Stop.
his
stop.
prediction is Guilty Gear. He's right. He's right.
Okay.
No, he
His
said that
All
vote
right.
is
backwards.
I just
for
want to confirm. I just
Nickelodeon
want to
All-Stars.
confirm. You
He
have
did that- he
five
did it
choices.
backwards.
You have 5 choices, Nick. These are your 5 choices. Which
Here,
one
catch
would you?
chance.
Which one would you want to win? Because that is the one that you would vote for.
I want Nickelodeon to win, but I
Okay,
know
so that
Guilty
would be
Gear.
your vote.
You're trying to make me look like an asshole.
No, that's
you
your vote,
you
right?
are an asshole.
Yes.
You are an
Okay,
asshole. That's
all
not
right.
a question anymore.
All right. Pass me along. I was gonna do a cool thing, and you
You
fucked
weren't.
me.
Okay, Matt.
You should.
Your turn, buddy.
You fucked yourself.
I
Brody's
did
right.
it right.
No, you didn't.
I'm with. No, you did. You fucked it up the second time.
Stupid.
You started
thing.
off
Go on,
wrong,
Matt.
and then you fixed it, and then you fucked it up right afterwards.
Jeff
okay?
confused me.
Keep
I
drinking your
asked
whiskey
you a
and shut up.
question.
Matt, go. Matt, go.
We have
shut up.
so many more categories to go through.
Yeah, seriously. I'm with Evan. I'm with Evan on this. Both my vote and prediction are for Nickelodeon All Star Brawl
Sure thing.
because A, like Evan said, a lot of cool characters, and then B, fucking Avatar. You kidding me? Oh
Right.
yeah.
That's a
All
good
right.
point. Yeah, for you, I'm sure you would like that. I mean,
Oh yeah.
All-Star Brawl is just Smash with Nickelodeon characters. I'd like to just say that.
Oh yeah,
it's not
100% it is.
so it's not like a new fighting game in terms of a style, but it's fun because of the characters.
It's just
that's
cool
the
new
only reason-
characters. Yeah, I mean,
That's the only reason it wins for me. Is like
even
I just think that's cool.
even the little thumbnail. It's just like Patrick fucking crying. Like,
yeah.
There's a
Of course
lot
you
of
could.
complaints
He's
about
starfish.
it though. Like,
Was there?
they said it feels soulless. Like there's no voice acting. There's no sound really.
So
Like,
there
it's
was a
just-
lot of people
it's
too
just
when
there.
it came out that I saw
I
where
mean,
they were
do
like,
you
"Well,
wanna
it's just
hear
like Smash," and it's like,
SpongeBob
did you want it
just
to be
continually-
like? I would probably just end it. I would just end it for me after that. But like that was like the thing that I saw too is when it came out, everybody's like, "Well, it's just like Smash. It's like the structure is just like Smash." It's like, well, they said that, like, or not said that, but like that's what it showed.
Yeah, it
Ben,
was
you guys are
pretty
still
obvious
complaining.
that's what it was going to be.
Right,
Yeah, what
right.
the
And
fuck?
the only like the cool thing about it was that it was just Nickelodeon characters. So you guys are just just bitching about shit you already knew. Like
Crazy.
you just
Shocking.
had in your mind it was going to be different. Can I do this next topic, please?
We
I gotta
still have
vote.
2 people to go yet.
Because of that,
Who has not
no.
gone?
Because
I'm
of
I
that,
have
no.
not gone and Jeff has not
No.
gone.
Because of that, no.
Sorry,
no.
Nick takes up too much time. You're
Okay,
an asshole.
my
That's fine.
vote would be for All-Star Brawl, and my prediction as to who I think is actually going to win is, man, probably Guilty Gear.
I was right.
You weren't right about anything. Just shut up.
So my vote is actually for Guilty Gear because I love the art style of it, but I fucking just don't like games like fighting games really, other than like a Smash Bros style game. And my prediction is going to be actually Nick All Stars. I think there will still be enough people that vote for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
All right, on to the next category here.
I can't introduce it. I hate it. I hate everything.
Okay, best
All
role
right.
playing. This category
How
is...
the fuck did Cyberpunk make it into
Here
this
we-
guy?
hold on,
I
hold
have
on, let
no
me get to the
idea.
description.
I can't.
Everybody chill.
I can't
Everybody
make a
chill.
joke
Everybody
now.
chill. Everybody chill.
Everything
Let me
sucks.
get through this. Let me get through this.
Yeah,
For the
get through
best
it,
game
Jeff.
designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red.
Holy
Monster
shit.
Hunter Rise by Capcom. Scarlet Nexus Bandai Namco. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Atlas Sega. And Tales of Arise Bandai Namco.
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
So I actually have played all of the games on this list. Not enough of Shin Megami Tensei 5 to really do much with it, unfortunately. Scarlet Nexus was okay. The combat was pretty decent, but other than that, the story was kind of whatever. Tales of Rise is actually very, very good, and that is a very close second for me, but Monster Hunter Rise takes this. Cyberpunk isn't even in the fucking running. I don't
No,
understand why.
it's not even on this list.
But yeah, Monster Hunter Rise is 100% my vote, and also my prediction. I think Rise will take this.
Nice. Who's next? I'll go next. Fuck it. I put both my vote and prediction as Tales of Arise because I haven't played any of these, and it just looks the coolest.
I hate
is
you.
Really, really cool, and it
I
plays
hate you.
very well too.
I don't know why you hate me. What am I supposed to go off of here?
I love you.
We already know what Nick's voting for.
All right, Nick, go for it.
All right.
Favorite game?
All right, cool.
Go ahead and get this bullshit out of the way, Nick.
All right, my prediction, or what I want to
I gotta
win,
vote.
Which is a
Cyberpunk.
vote.
which
That's
is a
called a
vote.
vote.
My vote is for Tales of Rise.
Okay.
What I think is going to win is Cyberpunk.
He's 29
Really?
years old, and we
Are
have
you
to
sure
explain
you
what
don't
a
have
vote
that
is.
confused?
Nope.
You think Cyberpunk, the game that has been absolutely tore the fuck apart, you think it's going to win?
even play on a fucking PlayStation
talking
for 9
Jeff
months.
Keighley.
Hold on.
We're talking Jeff Keighley
Hold
here.
on. To add on to Jeff's point, it is described best role playing as for the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences.
They missed
Cyberpunk,
that, irrespective
cannot
of
be
shit
nuanced.
shows and bugs.
Yeah,
Nick
all
is
right,
picking.
It's-
Nick is doing Cyberpunk 2077. Sorry, 2020 because you can make your penis bigger.
No, you
Guaranteed.
can't. It doesn't even get that much bigger. We're
Yeah, you
talking
can't,
half
you
an
can't
inch
get
at
your
best.
shit bigger. Listen,
You didn't,
I
you didn't
would
even see
like-
it hard.
Not a
You
shower,
just sucked.
okay?
Promises
I would
not
like
kept.
Tales of Arise to win.
Okay.
I think Cyberpunk will win.
Why?
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Money.
You're
CD
crazy.
Projekt's
What?
got money in this.
What kind of drugs do you have, and where can I get some? Because what the fuck? There's no goddamn way. No
All right,
goddamn
I don't
way.
know. As
I
much
want
as I
$20 on this table.
as much as I disagree,
I will take you on that.
I already
Alright,
told
so
you
you
I
want
didn't know it
$100.
because of your stupid ass.
I actually
That'd be
think
so cool. I can't pay you back yet, but I'll get you back.
I'm
I
gonna
actually
vote.
think Nick is onto something, and because it's like
He's not.
the most hyped game.
No, he's not.
even
He's
though it
not
came out
onto
as a
it.
ship
He's
show.
not onto anything.
It was
Stop.
the most
Stop
hyped
feeling
and
him.
most fucking hated
you could
game.
not play this game on a PlayStation because Sony said it will fuck your system up, and they pulled the fucking game.
It was
And
off
to-
of the
It was
PlayStation.
one step from being
6
malware.
months.
Boys,
For half a
I
year.
understand what you're saying, and I
Okay,
don't
but
agree.
so then wait, no, hold on. So then
Well,
what
you
you're
don't
saying
agree.
is that you
I
You're
do.
crazy.
Jack. What I'm saying is, or what I'm trying to say is that so you think that Cyberpunk's going to win because CDPR is just going to pay off the rest of the jury.
It's not that they're going to pay off.
So then why would you bring up money at all? Because how are they going to win just
What are they
with
gonna
money?
do? Bring him fucking nuggets?
It's a little
Exactly.
bit of pierogies.
What are you doing?
You can buy
He's
those at the
culturally appropriating
store.
CD Projekt Red right now.
Time out.
Thanks, bro. You're a bad
Now,
guy. That's my
listen,
people you're talking
I
about.
would
And
like
Jeff's.
Tales
Yeah.
of Rise to win.
Yeah. It's
I
my,
think
it's not my
CD
fault.
I
It's not
think
my fault.
Cyber-
Poland's figured out how to get rid of bears out of their fucking homes, okay? Instead of fucking Romania.
What is that?
You leave Romania
It's
out
called
of
doors,
this.
Nick. It's called fucking doors. Put them on your house.
Leave Romania. I know what story you're talking about, and that babushka fucked up big.
All right, so wait, do you have a legitimate reason for Cyberpunk winning, or is it
I
just
do.
CDPR paying off people? Okay, so
I
then what's
thi-
the real
I think-
reason?
I think Cyberpunk may win because they
Why?
want a redemption arc.
Yeah, but
How is
there
that a
is
redemption arc?
if Jeff Keighley gives
I
them
guess I
this
won't finish.
if Jeff Keighley gives them this fucking award, people will be furious. Are you
They will be
shitting me?
furious.
Has he ever cared?
Furious.
He
Fury
will.
the Frog will hand it to them. Here you go.
Okay, but no, I'm asking. So okay, so
Yes. Yes,
Oh
ask me
my
away.
God.
I'm sorry.
There's
I'm
no
sorry that we got
fucking
to
way.
keep the. I'm
Can I
sorry that we
vote?
got to
Can I
keep this
vote real
category,
quick
but
and then
I-
can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead.
My fucking vote would be
Sorry.
Monster Hunter Rise. My prediction is Shin Megami Tensei 5, just because of the hype for that and how many people waited for it.
Okay, so do we have everybody else's vote before I ask them this question? I just want to make sure. Brody,
Yes,
you've gone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you say redemption arc, that was a nice voice crack. When you say redemption arc, why do you think that them winning an award is redemption and not just fixing the game? This is an actual question, not me
I
criticizing
don't
anything.
think they deserve this, but I think it will happen. I don't want them to get this because they don't deserve it.
But you
No.
think, but your prediction
It
is still
could
then
happen.
because
It could
okay.
happen. It could
And
happen.
what do we get when you're wrong? Inevitably,
$20. Take the bet.
Time out. I don't got $20 for all of you.
motherfucker
I'll
said
figure it
time
out.
I'm not taking the bet because I know
I
the
want
moment
your
I take
fire
that bet, that shit is locked in to win.
I
And I'm
want,
not paying you
I
$20.
want-
The rest of us can.
I want your fire pit.
Bitch, you could take that shit.
That's the most petty bullshit I've ever
Time
heard.
out. Brody,
It's the
Jeff,
most white dad
Jeff,
thing I've ever heard.
Jeff, if I win, I take your deck. And you have to explain to
How
Janelle
the fuck
why
are you
I
gonna
took
do
your
that?
deck.
How do you get the deck?
Yeah, how the
you
fuck
can
are you
have a
gonna
board
take
for
his
my
deck?
You have a board for my deck.
An honorary
Bitch,
board.
I said the deck. All of
That's
it.
all of
That
it.
is so much more than $20.
Yeah, that
He
is-
bet it.
Your
take the
fireplace, your fire pit is probably around $20.
I will stab you. I
All
swear
right,
to
moving
God.
on. Moving on to the next topic that I will intro.
Okay,
because
go
I
for it,
still
buddy.
need
now.
you to vote, Evan.
thank
You
you,
haven't
Jeff.
even voted on
Did
this.
I not? I did vote.
No.
I didn't. I
What an
asked
idiot.
everybody else that
Wow.
voted, and you said yes.
What an idiot.
Everyone else except for you. You were the
What
one
an
that wanted to say
absolute
that.
imbecile. You
I will
fool.
leave.
Okay, quickly, buddy.
I will-
You got it.
I
You got
will-
it. You got it. Quickly.
All right, my vote and prediction are Monster Hunter Rise because I hear that's a pretty popular game.
There we go.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
Thank you.
All right, Evan.
All right.
Introduce next category here.
I just feel bad. I feel like crying. Best action adventure
Idiot.
game. Nick's gonna get my balls. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, we have Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy from Eidos Montreal and Square Enix, Metroid Dread from Mercury Steam and Nintendo, Psychonauts 2 from Double Fine and Xbox Game Studios, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac Games and Sony Interactive Entertainment, and Resident Evil Village from Capcom. Jeff, starting off with you.
My vote is Ratchet and Clank, and my prediction is Ratchet and Clank. Stunning
Sure
game. Perfect example of the PS5, what it can do, and this new generation of consoles and their load times. Absolutely unbelievable. A little bit of bugs at the start, but then they put a patch out and it's all good. But unbelievable game.
Sure thing. Brody, I'd like you to go next.
I'm gonna echo that. Ratchet and Clank for my vote.
both?
It was incredible, and my prediction is I think it'll fucking take this pretty easily.
Sure thing. Matt?
I am also going both Ratchet and Clank. I don't have anything
Okay.
to say about it. I just voting them both.
Yeah, fair
Nick?
enough.
Two for Resident Evil.
Both? Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. That game was insane.
So I'm kind of torn because I played both Guardians and Village, and they're both really good.
Guardians is so new though. It
But
just came out.
I've gotten through I think around half of the story.
Yeah, but people can
Okay.
beat it and have a judgment. It's not like it's a multiplayer game.
It came out like a fucking couple days ago. It feels
It
like
came out a couple weeks ago, and
People beat it.
same fucking
Which
thing.
streamer can beat that in like
It's not the same thing.
2
We've
days.
got 2 weeks until the show.
but like okay, but so I've played as far as I know, other than Nick, because I know he's played Village. I think that I've played both Village and Guardians here just exclusively, and Guardians is really fun because it's got a great music soundtrack, or it's got licensed music and a good soundtrack on its own, and the comedy is pretty good, and the characters are true to themselves and who they are. So like that's really nice. But Resident Evil Village has great. I would say the combat's pretty much the same everywhere. It's not like you really have to think much, but the puzzles are nice, and it is an action adventure game. So just because I've played it for longer and I like the Resident Evil series, I'm gonna vote for Village. But my honest prediction might be Guardians because it's popular. I mean, Marvel has ruled the entertainment world in terms of movies and honestly TV for the past couple of years, I think. And so this is like. So there was Marvel's The Avengers, and now Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. And Guardians of the Galaxy is such a far cry away from what The Avengers was, because the Avengers game was not good. Most people did not like it. But Guardians has a great story, good music. The combat is repetitive, but so is Villages to me. Like they're both pretty much the same. Where once you learn the moves or the systems of other characters or enemies or whatever, it's pretty easy to just kind of win every fight. So. My vote is Village. My prediction is Guardians. That's just my thing.
Okay.
nice.
Ratchet and Clank is fun. I played it as a kid, but I did not play this new one, so that's why I didn't vote for it, just because I didn't touch it.
I'm surprised that nobody voted for Dread just because of the Nintendo Hive
It
Mind.
cheated me.
Yeah.
It cheated me. Fuck that game.
Oh, can I do the next one?
Okay.
I just want to at least get one in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it, buddy.
Sweet. Alrighty. So the next category we got here is Best Action Game. For the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat. We have Back for Blood from Turtle Rock WB Games. Sorry, I'm going too fast. We got Chivalry 2, Torn Banner Studios, Tripwire Interactive, Deathloop by Arcane Studios, Bethesda. We have Far Cry 6 from Ubisoft, Toronto, Ubisoft. And then we have Returnal from Housemarque SIE. I don't know. I know I got that wrong. It's okay.
No, you're
Sony
good.
Interactive
But
Entertainment.
I
oh,
think you meant the house mark part of it. I mean, it's
that
Jeff
too.
said SIE.
SIE. I didn't get that.
Fucking
Yeah, I
Evan.
didn't even put that together. But
Jeff said
Um,
SIE too. I mean, it's whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's
but
the
let's
acronym.
start with Brody.
All right. So for me, best action game, I'm going to say, I want to actually vote for Deathloop. I think there was enough unique stuff there, and I really, really want to give that game a go at some point in time. But my prediction is going to be Returnal.
Okay. Jeff.
Next, Matt.
Okay. Jeff.
Chivalry 2 would be my vote. And my prediction as
surprising.
to what would actually win, I think is probably Returnal.
Really?
It was hyped up for a long time, and it got
I feel like it got
played by a
released and
lot
then
of
it just kind
people.
of. Really? I feel like it got hyped up before it came out, and then it came out, and I just never heard
Well,
from
I
it
think
again.
when they released it, they just never really like continued on with any like social or like any marketing stuff. But they ramped up to it like crazy. I think a lot
Right.
of people played it. People liked it.
Yeah.
And
I never
My argument
touched
is
it.
that Far Cry 6 people did not like.
No.
They didn't.
And
In regards to
Deathloop,
like the
Deathloop
villain.
was so delayed for so long that I think a lot of people didn't end up playing it. And then when people did play it, they had a good time with it. But then they also it didn't last very long for them. Like they got sick and tired of it. Chivalry 2 has a huge fan base from Chivalry, and Back
Yes.
for Blood people also complained about that game.
Okay.
So I actually, you know what? Maybe my vote's for Chivalry 2, and my prediction is Chivalry 2, which is also a Canadian studio. Let's go.
I don't
Nice.
know if
Let's
there's
go.
enough
Nice,
of a
yeah.
market for Chivalry 2, but I like the
Oh
boldness.
fuck yeah, there is. It's huge.
Yeah, people really do. People
Compared
really like
to
the
how many
medieval
people
games.
played Returnal?
Well, not
or,
compared to
or
that, but
even
like
Deathloop or Far
there's
Cry? I mean,
there's a huge market for the medieval type stuff.
no, I know
especially
there
on
is, but I
Chivalry.
don't think it's as big as these other games, personally.
Chivalry is huge.
Get it. Did we want to
It's not
continue on this, or did
that
we want to
huge.
move on
It's
to
still
the
pretty
next
niche.
person?
For sure.
Matt, who was your next person to go?
Nick is going to be next.
I hate
Cool.
you. You hate me. I'm last.
I would like
You're not last. I haven't gone either.
Chivalry 2 to win, but
Okay.
I think Deathloop is going to win.
Anything
Right,
else to
all
add,
right.
or is
Nope.
that it?
That's
Okay.
it.
What?
Sounds good. Evan.
Thank you, Matt. I was gonna say Deathloop, but Deathloop is actually not that unique to me because a lot of the stuff they used is from Dishonored in terms of animations and stuff like that. Weapons are different, but like a lot of the animations and combat and movement was from Dishonored, made by the same studio. So like that doesn't get my vote. My vote goes to Chivalry, and my prediction is Chivalry. I like the medieval style of combat, and it's the newest medieval game to come out, and it is unique compared to the one that came before it, which was Mordhau and the original Chivalry. Far Cry 6 is probably a decent action game, but there are so many. Every Far Cry in the past couple of years has been the same, so it just doesn't get my vote for that because it doesn't bring anything new to anything. The villain is nice, like Giancarlo Esposito is a great actor and just certainly a great villain, but like it just doesn't.
So you got a
We're
good
looking-
actor to play in a bad game.
Essentially, yeah,
Right,
because
like
I mean,
Cyberpunk.
yes, at the end of the day, Far Cry 6 is just like Far Cry 5 and 4 and 3, essentially, and New Dawn and every other one that's come out since, because they reuse assets in the worst ways. Audio is the same for certain weapons. I mean, the combat and gameplay itself ends up being the same, and it just doesn't. The villain does not pull me into a 20-hour story. It just doesn't. Like it, and I like him. I loved him in Breaking Bad, so I was determined to play this and enjoy it. I played through a couple missions, and I was like, this just is so not a quality made game. You guys just, copy and paste everything, essentially, it feels like. So you just didn't get me in for $60. Bye, Nick. Love that.
Bye, Nick. That
We always
always
loved
fucks up the stream big time. So
we only
your
love that.
your vote is Chivalry, and your
And
prediction
my prediction is Chivalry.
okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm
And
a
then-
Do we
Jeff
just
there.
wait for him? Do we just wait for him to come back?
can try
you
to- I
guys
still
said-
have to
no,
go.
Matt has to go yet.
You don't have internet right now.
No
We can't wait
shit.
for him. We don't know how long it's gonna be.
Go ahead, Matt.
Fuck.
Okay, so my vote is for Chivalry 2. Just because, like Evan was saying, medieval stuff is really fucking sweet. Mordhau was a whole lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
I never played the original Chivalry Run 1, but Chivalry 2 just kind of looks like the bigger, better. I mean, version of Mordhau, so I'm on board with that. But as for my actual prediction, see, I didn't hear anything on Returnal, so like I can't really judge them.
Ooh,
Like,
I heard a lot, and I heard
I didn't hear
nothing on
any-
Chivalry.
I
like,
didn't hear
I know that
anything on
we
Returnal.
talk about like Chivalry and things like that, but
Right,
the vast
and-
majority of people don't fucking care. They don't
Right.
even know what it is.
And I don't think that I definitely don't think like prediction wise it's going to win. I would pick it, and that's what I voted for, but I don't think it's actually going to win. Same with Returnal, like I said, I didn't hear anything of it, so I can't really like Judge.
I heard a lot. You got to remember, there's PlayStation fanboys that'll buy anything that PlayStation has their name
Anything
attached
they
to.
do, yeah.
Right. But
fucking
yeah, I mean,
love
I
it,
don't,
man.
I don't even know like what the game looks like. I didn't see any gameplay or trailers or anything like that for it. I'm like completely in the dark. Didn't even know about it. My actual prediction at that point, I think, is going to be Back for Blood. A whole lot of hype surrounding it.
Fucking sending shit on Discord.
That was me. Sorry. I was giving him steps to reconnect. I apologize. I did not mean to fuck anything up.
You don't have to be Comcast for me. Well, no, you can't.
You know, to be
That's more useful than what Comcast does. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that kind of hurt my feelings that you assume that my advice is as good as Comcast. That really hurt. But okay,
Right.
yeah, I see
apologies.
your points, Matt.
Oh
Absolutely.
my God, 1, 2.
It's not that many.
We still have
only
14 more categories to go, boys. We're only
Yes,
halfway
sir.
through.
Well, I mean, we're kind of cutting down on the time with Nick not being here. Kind of a blessing in disguise.
I
if
mean,
you will.
also, really, his vote didn't matter because he didn't really know how to vote.
he didn't know how to vote or predict anyway.
Just kept
what I
fucking
think
it
is going to
up.
win is this, but what I want to win is this. But what I really think is going to win, it's like, dude, just pick two and call. Okay,
All right, so
There are
best
fixes
VR and
for
AR
each,
game for the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective or platform, irrespective of platform. Sorry.
Right.
So Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, and Sniper Elite VR. I can go ahead and give mine. I want to see Hitman 3 win because I like IO and I think they do a good job, even though I've kind of fell out of love with those games personally. But I think Resident Evil 4 is going to win. That's my prediction.
Fair, fair.
Who's next?
I'll go. My vote would be for Hitman 3. Prediction, same as Brody, Resident Evil 4. Sniper Elite VR is up there only because what a great concept, right? But
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 I think it's going to carry a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So both of my vote and prediction is for Hitman 3. While Resident Evil 4 is definitely like a close runner-up, I just think that the Hitman franchise is a lot bigger and would be a lot more fun in terms of actual VR gameplay.
You think
To where-
Hitman is bigger than Resident Evil?
Yeah.
I love you, Matt, but I don't know if I agree.
Mm.
Okay, but I get your
Okay.
points. I get your votes and
Yeah.
predictions. Yeah.
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 Sure. Yep.
So
You
my
want to
vote.
put money on it? I'm in for making money after an easy bet with fucking
Yeah.
Nick. And
Yeah,
let me-
Nick
just
is
let me-
terrible.
Just
I
let me
can't wait for
Google
Nick
some
to
facts
join
real
the
quick
stream
and then
yeah,
I'll
and
some
then
confirm
sales
fuck
my
numbers.
everything
You want to
up.
look up some sales
Let me-
numbers?
yeah, let me look at the numbers
I
and then
suggest
I'll
you do
determine.
that probably before you take the bet, but that's fine.
So my personal, so my vote and prediction are both Resident Evil 4. I have not played it yet, but I'm excited to. I played, that was the first Resident Evil game I played as a kid was RE4, and I really fell in love with Leon Kennedy and the whole story of it. I never finished it because I had too much trouble with that boulder that everybody knows about, where you just had to tap so much, and I felt like I could not do it because I was not an Olympic tapper at, just hitting buttons. So I'd always screw up, and I would always barely make it, and it just ended up becoming a whole hassle. But the game itself, the nostalgia of it, is enough for a vote for me, and then I think it'll win because, like a lot of people, I feel like it's nostalgic and it's fun. Sniper Elite VR is just, I don't know. Sniper Elite has gone the same way of the Far Cry games, where it's just a new locale and maybe an updated X-ray engine or X-ray physics or whatever it shows off. For VR, I've played a couple VR games, so I know what sniping is like in a lot of those games, so it's not really that different to me. So that doesn't really win it over for me. I Expect You to Die. I played the first one and I thought it was cool. Lone Echo, I played the first one and yeah, it was neat. Hitman 3, I've played on just the regular platforms. Is it only PSVR because of the image, or can you play it on any VR system?
No fucking
I don't-
clue.
Okay, I wasn't sure if anybody else knew. But I like the Hitman games. I don't know if I'd necessarily play them in VR though. So RE gets my vote and prediction.
Cool.
All right.
All right, next category, we've got the innovation in accessibility presented by Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
Made with real tornadoes.
What?
Please tell me somebody has seen that fucking video.
I haven't.
I have.
I will find
I
it and
have.
I will send it to you. God damn it.
Okay, Jeff, continue.
Nothing says accessibility like the ability to drive. Recognizing software and/or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. I don't really understand this because if I was going to do like innovation accessibility, I would try to do like companies that are trying to probably make like the accessible, like more accessible things for like the Xbox controller, for example.
Right.
Because there's still a lot of companies doing
But
shit
this
like
is the
that.
Game Awards, not the Peripheral Awards.
Love you, Brody.
Far Cry 6, Ubisoft Toronto, Ubisoft, Forza Horizon 5, Playground Games, Xbox Game Studios, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy by Eidos Montreal and Square Enix, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart by Insomniac Games, Sony Interactive Entertainment, and The Veil, Shadow of the Crown, Creative Byte Studios, and Falling Squirrel. Brody?
So out of this list, I've only played 2 of them, and it's for Forza Horizon 5 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I haven't looked at any of the accessibility options for Forza, but I do remember Ratchet & Clank had some pretty good options there. So I'm going to go ahead and say my vote is for Ratchet & Clank, and my prediction is also Ratchet & Clank.
I will do the same. Evan?
Nice.
I'm gonna vote and predict Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I was just gonna say, like, not to keep it like going on for forever, but like I would like for maybe next year when they do this topic or they do this category that they put underneath the game that's nominated what was unique about it, because I personally don't look at accessibility things because I don't have to. So like I don't know what's special about Marvel's Guardians versus Forza versus Far Cry 6. I don't know. Okay, so it's to adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So I'm assuming that means people who are colorblind and
Ratchet and Clank has
like
a super advanced colorblind mode that like literally you can select what
so
color you don't see essentially. It has a way better like readout, like an intuitive narration in the game.
So like that's what I mean. Is like I would appreciate. They need to show like, and that's for probably a couple other topics too. If I went back and looked at them, but like I would like there to be not just picking the names. Like for instance, the same thing with the esports coaches. I don't know who they coach for, and I like same thing with like the tournaments necessarily. Unless the name of the game is in the tournament, I don't know what it's nominated for or like what game it is. So I can't really. I don't want to just throw my vote in. So like for this, I'm gonna say Guardians just because it's the game I've played. I've played Forza, but like again, I don't look for in any of these games accessibility options because I personally do not have to look for those. So I would like next year for them to show what was innovative about the game in terms of a accessibility standpoint. But my vote and prediction are both going to go to Guardians anyway. So
hopefully they show it like when they announce it and talk about it. But
Right. Just to show everybody else, like, well, here's why it was unique. And I know you said for me not to mention this, and I did not want to, but they did win last year. Last of Us won. But I didn't, again, I still didn't know their accessibility options. I never looked it up.
He had to sneak it in there somewhere.
Matt, your vote and prediction?
I apologize. I feel
bad.
So
I have a very weird system on how this one is going to work. We got 4 blockbuster games here, right? And then we got this one game that like I haven't heard of. It seems to be a pretty like indie game. It's not on any other list ever. So I'm actually going to go with both pick and prediction as The Veil, Shadow of the Crown.
Okay.
Nice. And with my thought process being like it's a indie developer, it's a game that isn't on any of these other lists. So that it's got to be on this list for a reason, and they're probably trying to do something pretty creative and innovative to get themselves on this list.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I can follow that thought process. I enjoy that. Yeah.
Onto the.
It was like last year's. Sorry, it was just like it was like last year's when I kept seeing like Hades pop up for like Game of the Year and stuff like that. And I'm like, I've never even fucking heard of this game, and I played it. I'm like, oh, this game is fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So. that kind of logic.
On to the next category, the best community support category. So recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. So you've got Apex Legends by Respawn and EA, Destiny 2 by Bungie, Final Fantasy 14 Online with Square Enix, Fortnite by Epic Games, and No Man's Sky by Hello Games. So I'll go first. My vote on this, probably No Man's Sky. My prediction, Fortnite. The reason I say that is if you look at how No Man's Sky started, where it's gone to, and how it's going now, it's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real fucking
However,
turnaround story
Fortnite
there.
is huge. So I think it'll end up taking
Yeah. It is massive, but I also don't.
I think they're
I don't know
doing
if
a massive Fortnite announce at Game Awards, by the way, as well.
I wouldn't doubt it, but Fortnite's kind of weird because it's. I don't even really view it as like community support. It's more like this, like
It's like its own self.
it just
it's all
every week
streamers.
it just has something new constantly, which is fine.
And there's enough
but
people
it-
just
it-
sharing
it's-
it and pushing it out.
It
It's
just
not-
churns it out. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
it's
really
a
so
little
much
machine.
like it doesn't feel like the game's actually supported and actually pushing it out to the
Yeah.
the community.
No,
it's more like
community
this like
is supporting
assembly line.
The community
Right,
is
yeah, the
supporting
community
so the
supports it
game-
almost
yeah.
more than Epic Games does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, you guys do your vote.
Oh,
Hold on
sorry.
a second. I'll be right back. I gotta get this fucking stray cat off of my porch.
Okay.
No, you're fine. So he had No Man's Sky for his vote, and his prediction was Fortnite.
Fortnite,
Okay.
right? Which
All
I'm
right.
gonna go down the same route with No Man's Sky as my vote, but I think my prediction is actually going to be Apex Legends.
Okay.
But I do think No Man's Sky is definitely like my choice. Like Jeff was saying, you know, with the comeback story, like the underdog tale that it has had, and how the game stands today. Now, it is like the shining art, like the shining model of like, you know, any of like the dumpster fire games that get released, and it's like, hey, if you just give it 2 or 3 years, it can be incredible. Most of these games not going to be incredible, but you know, at least No Man's Sky was able to turn it around.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna say No Man's Sky in both,
Ooh,
just
okay.
because I think I think it's the prime example, like you were saying. It is the perfect example of seeing a game make a comeback like we have never really seen before. And on top of that, I think they got dealt a bad hand. I think Sony marketed that game as
Oh,
something
yeah, as a-
that it was never intended to
Hyped the
be.
shit out of it.
Right.
Oh
And-
yeah, making it seem like it was like a big ass AAA game.
Yeah.
I was under the impression it was like this fucking huge ass team that worked on
Yeah.
it, and then
It was
I
like-
watched an internet historian video, and I'm like, there was six
It was
people
like
that
6
worked on
people.
that game.
Oh yeah, it was 6 people.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what it started as. Yeah.
I personally think No Man's Sky is just it's an incredible story to hear like what that team has done and and they actually ended up living up to the hype eventually too. Like they just needed more time
And surpassed it. Yeah.
and surpassed it. Like each time they
Yes.
put something out now, everybody fucking loves it. And I still have yet to actually play this game, but nothing but congratulations and applause for the team that has worked on this game for sure.
So your prediction is that they win or no?
No Man's Sky for both. Yeah.
Okay.
Vote and prediction.
Cool.
I'm going to follow right up with Brody. Yes, my vote and prediction are both No Man's Sky for the same reasons that everybody else has said, where it's an underdog story and they came back with 6 people and they improved upon every feature. You know, we got multiplayer, we got sandworms, we got fun, you know, little stuff to explore, and the planets are still interesting, and they've increased the graphical fidelity of everything. So like, yeah, they just get all my praise, and yeah, same thing. Congratulations to the team at Hello Games for pulling it together and with the correct amount of time, and like just being able to work on it, actually making it what they wanted it to be. And like you continue to improve on it every update. So you get my highest praise.
Awesome. On to the next category, the best mobile game presented by Verizon.
That's a
Oh,
spot.
wait.
That's a
Was
sponsor
it-
that actually makes
Was
sense.
it last Game Awards that the guy came on from Verizon? It was like a really weird, like
That was E3.
that. Right. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Where
Yup.
like Verizon Gaming came on, and then they said nothing about games. We've got is it Fantasian or Fantasian?
I think Fantasia.
Fantasian. Okay, I'm wrong. Ignore me.
I'm just saying. I think I have no idea.
Okay,
I can't
Fantasian
read
by
That's just
Nick
how I
Walker.
read it.
Genshin Impact by MiHoYo. League of Legends Wild Rift, Riot Games. Marvel Future Revolution by Netmarble. And Pokemon Unite by Teamy, oh my gosh, Studio Group and the Pokemon Company. So I'll go on this one for vote.
This one's tough, actually. I'm not going to lie.
I will vote. I'm going to vote for League of Legends Wild Rift, and my prediction is that League wins that as well. Two reasons. One, I think a lot of people thought it was not going to work well on mobile, and they proved everybody wrong. They made a fantastic game that still feels like League and does not feel dumbed down like most mobile titles are, mobile counterparts. And then the second part of it is the community is huge for that.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's going to get votes. I mean, Genshin Impact, yeah. And when there's Pokemon Unite, like Brody, you love Pokemon Unite.
I did. I haven't played it for 2 months, probably.
So,
Month and a
like-
half at least.
Yeah, I'm going to go with League. Evan, what about you?
I'm not a mobile gamer, so my votes just went to the Marvel Future Revolution game just because I like Marvel stuff. I didn't really have an opinion on anything. I just voted for what I knew, so like that was it. My prediction would probably be Genshin Impact because I've heard of many people talking about that and enjoying it. So like that just kind of that to me that just seems natural that they might win. But I voted for Marvel just because I didn't know anything else.
Cool.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Matt?
So my vote, I'm going to pick Genshin Impact just because I've heard a lot about that game. Don't really know anything about it. Like Evan said, don't really do the mobile games. But so that was just kind of like my pick in the dark. But honestly, I think for my prediction, I think it's going to be Pokemon
Yeah.
for two reasons. Reason number one, fuck Riot Games. Reason number two,
You said it.
I'm not a fan of Riot Games. I don't like them.
Clearly.
But I completely, I do get where Jeff is coming from, but I think Pokemon wins because it has the potential to reach the like non-gamer market.
Yeah.
Compared to League of Legends being like, this is for gamers just to play on their phones type of deal, you know. But Pokemon, like anybody who's an adult, like who grew up with Pokemon, whether they're a gamer or not, is probably going to play it, you know. Just like Pokemon Go and shit like that. The moment that any sort of Pokemon title comes out, anybody who's not even related in any sort of video games is like, I don't fucking care. It's Pokemon. I'm doing it. So
Yeah, I mean, it's the most profitable, or not necessarily profitable, but they bring in the most money out of any like entertainment franchise of all time. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
to this day, yeah, and it's been like 30 years.
Yeah.
So
So my vote is actually Genshin Impact, just because what that game actually does is so impressive. I mean,
It
it's
is.
on the level of like a Breath of the Wild, but in a mobile game, and it actually controls fairly well with touch controls too.
The community is
Everything about
nuts.
that is very, very fucking impressive. My vote is actually, or sorry, that is my vote. My prediction, not to pull a Nick there, my prediction is actually going to be Pokemon Unite for the same reasons Matt said. Like, Pokemon has a way of transcending the realm of like people who actually play games and anybody. I mean, really, for the most part. It was Wild Rift is a close second just because it integrates itself so well, and that community is a very devoted community. But I'm going to guess that Pokemon Unite is going to be able to pull this one out.
fair.
All right, on to
All
the
right.
next category, Best Indie, which is for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. You've got 12 Minutes by Louis Antonio and Annapurna, Death's Door by Acid Nerve and Devolver Digital, Inscription by Daniel Mullins Games and Devolver. That's the second nomination for Inscription.
Yep.
Kenna Bridge of Spirits by Ember Lab, and Loop Hero by Four Quarters and Devolver.
Wow, Devolver having
Oh yeah, they're the huge
They're
indie
having a good
publisher,
day.
dude.
they have 3 titles here. Yeah.
Big indie.
Is
publisher.
Devolver and Devolver Digital two different things?
No, it's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
more
was
or
just
less.
wondering why they put Devolver Digital for Death's Door and not the other two.
I think the Devolver Digital actually helps with some of the actual development rather than just doing the publishing.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So this one's easy for me. My vote is absolutely 100% Death's Door. I fucking adored this game. It was so good. Enjoyed every moment I played of it, and highly recommend it to anyone that loves an old school Zelda game. But my prediction is going to be Kena Bridge of Spirits. I think the Sony fanboys will absolutely push this through.
My vote is
Fair.
Kenna Bridge of Spirits, and prediction is Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
Nice. Okay. I'll go ahead. My vote is Kenna Bridge of Spirits, but I think my prediction is 12 minutes because I remember there being just a fuck ton of hype about that game and like how unique it was.
Yeah, I remember a lot of hype, and then after it came out, it was pretty quiet, unfortunately. Because
I heard it was.
It's a game I've downloaded, and I really want to give it a go. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Mm-hmm. I've heard it's pretty short, but a very interesting take on the storytelling aspect.
Right. Evan?
For me, I'm voting for 12 minutes and predicting 12 minutes, and that's mostly because I watched my dad play it for a bit, and it does have an interesting, unique like way of playing, and also I personally enjoy a lot of the cast. James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and of course my all-time favorite Willem Dafoe are in the game, so like they kind of sell it for me. I'll enjoy a game that's like got a great actor in it that I enjoy.
I was gonna say you are the reason that game companies get these like big name actors because you are a sucker for that shit.
So like I am and I'm not. I don't like.
No, you are. You 100% are.
I am and I'm not. Like I don't want The Rock in an Uncharted game. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I think that'd be a perfect
Vin
fit.
Diesel in a dinosaur game.
No.
But
No,
family.
you're any
Family and
actor that
dinosaurs.
you actually
dude.
like, though. You're a sucker for it for sure. Like
You
William
can't tell me-
Dafoe, I
you
saw
can't-
your dick get 2 inches longer.
You
But,
can't
like,
tell me
the-
if Margot Robbie
Like,
was
the
in a
cringe.
video game that you wouldn't fucking goes bald, like go fucking ham over that video game.
Yeah, if they put Margot Robbie in Ark Survival Evolved, I'd go, Margot, what are you doing? This is not the game for you. But if they put her
It's
in
also
a
on pre-order though.
But if they put her in a GTA style game that took place in like the 70s, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna play this because she's good at that kind of shit. But like, I'm not gonna just sit there and go, well, they put Willem Dafoe in a Rockstar, or they put him in a COD game. Well, now I gotta play it. It's like I'm gonna play the COD game anyway because I'm a sucker, but I'm not gonna play it just because Willem Dafoe's in it.
The only
I
game
like
that
Willem Dafoe.
actually get me with like voice acting is Red Dead Redemption 2. That's it.
And Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't even have anybody like.
Yeah, I was gonna say who
Particularly
got you
famous.
on that.
No, just like in general. Like I thought people
Just the
played
voice
their
acting was
roles
good.
really well.
We mean
Yeah.
more of like a simping over a certain actor.
No,
type
I know.
shit,
I'm just
right?
saying, like over the big
Like
actors,
Kevin
like
Spacey in
no,
Call of
I'm
Duty.
just saying when the big
Oh.
actors get. Oh, I
That
didn't
got
like
me.
Kevin Spacey, but when I was, well, I'm talking about like just in games, like when there's like a big
Yeah.
celebrity in the game. Like I don't think it really adds much. A lot of them
So
are
to me,
really
it-
fucking bad.
But
at
Evan
doing voice
enjoys that
acting.
shit. I mean, even on Far Cry 6, he mentioned it. He's mentioned it like on 3 or 4 different games now.
You got to look at it now though too. It's not just voice acting; they are motion capturing a lot of their performances
Yeah, but
as well.
okay,
So
and then you
they're-
gotta look
they're
at
above
motion
them.
capture, and the motion capture sucks in a lot of.
That's
games.
not their fucking fault though. That's the way that
Like,
motion capture
God of War is
I
like
know.
the
So
exact-
why? So then, if the person who sucks at voice acting, why would you also have them do the motion capping if the motion cap isn't good for them either?
That's not what I meant. I meant that like I don't look at a big celebrity and go, well, they're in it just because their voice is in it or whatever. I look at it because, oh, Giancarlo Esposito is motion capturing and voice acting. I'll check this out. Yes, the motion capture is bad, but I like him because he's a great villain in Breaking Bad. So therefore, I assume he's going to act out a good villain role. It wasn't. I liked him because of previous experience, which is how most people work for actors. Most people go and look at an actor and they go, "Oh, well, I liked him in this, so I think he'd do a good job in this too."
You're talking
so it's
to
the
the
same
wrong
thing.
guy. I literally know no actors.
He didn't know anybody.
I'm not. I'm
Robbie.
just talking.
I understand where
Everybody
you're
knows
coming
Margot
from.
Robbie.
As damn
Margot
well you
Robbie
should.
and Gal Gadot, like everybody knows those two. Come on now.
Everybody
That
knows
doesn't mean
Ana
any
de
special,
Armas
Jeff.
as well.
Next category, best ongoing. It's awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. So you've got
See, No Man's Sky should have been in this list.
your
I feel like it should have as
nominees
well.
I agree.
are Apex Legends by Respawn and EA, Final Fantasy XIV Online by Square Enix, Fortnite by Epic Games, Genshin Impact by MiHoYo, and Call of Duty Warzone by Infinity Ward, Raven, and Activision.
I'll go.
Go for it,
Yeah,
Matt.
go for it, Matt. Yeah.
All of these options kind of suck a little bit for this, in my personal opinion. You know, you look at like Apex and Fortnite, or and it's just like, okay, best ongoing. It's just like they're just adding new characters or new weapon skins or stuff
That's
like that. I mean,
kind
at
of
least
what
Fortnite.
ongoing means.
I know, but nothing. Nothing that really evolves the player experience.
I mean,
right?
Call of
when
Duty
I hear
Warzone
that,
had an entire map change, and Final Fantasy XIV Online is a giant MMORPG.
No, they didn't.
that's why I
No,
didn't.
they didn't.
That's why
No, they
I
didn't.
didn't bring those ones up.
I would
I'm
agree
talking
with
about
you on
Apex and
Apex,
No,
Fortnite.
they didn't.
dude. So
They did not.
I understand most people hate Fortnite, but honestly, if you actually like watch it over a whole season, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it
I'm not-
truly is.
It's
like,
also
what
confusing.
I'm not gonna lie,
with Ariana Grande
as soon as
Carnage.
That's true.
as soon
it's
as I
very confusing.
as soon as I started hating on Fortnite, I immediately started to think to myself like, no, they've done actually a lot of like.
They
cool
actually
stuff.
do quite a bit. And
do.
again, I'm
It's
not
just
an
a,
Epic
it's just
fan,
a, it's just
but
dumb game.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think of like Apex Legends, and I'm just like, oh, they add a couple of new characters, and then they change up the maps every now and then. Big whoop,
Apex, I feel like, has been the worst supported ongoing game ever. Like, it's fucking atrocious, personally.
My
But-
vote.
Well, Matt still is doing his here. So.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I-
My vote.
Yeah.
My bad,
But
buddy.
with that,
So your vote, yeah.
my vote, I put Call of Duty Warzone.
Okay.
Just because they've actually done quite a bit. Even though, unfortunately, I'm after further discussion, I am going to change my prediction to Fortnite.
Wow, that took a drastic turn.
Everything is crazy in the world.
Everyone's lost their mind. Okay, so my vote would be for Fortnite, but I think what's going to win is Genshin Impact.
Yeah?
I mean, there's something out every. Matt, where'd your
Jeff's
camera
pissed.
go?
Jeff's pissed.
Matt, where'd your
Jeff
camera go?
stopped so hard.
Matt, where'd your camera go?
That was a break.
The fucking WASD guys come on here and fuck it all up.
It's fine.
I'm good,
it's fine.
man.
His audio's
I'm gonna
hopefully
keep-
still there. I hope so.
I'm gonna keep going.
Anyways,
I'm
yeah,
not hearing him.
my vote is Fortnite, and my prediction is Genshin Impact.
Okay.
Okay.
I respect that. Go ahead, Evan.
Yeah, I know. I'm like the last remaining member of the Three Musketeers. Which, when you
Yeah.
introduced us, by the way, I feel like that gave us too much credit. We're way too
Yeah,
discoordinated.
the
for
three
us to do that.
fucketeers.
Yeah, exactly. That would be much better. Best ongoing. I personally voted for Apex Legends, as I think this was in the past
Really?
year. In the past year they did the arenas update, if I'm not mistaken, or was that last year? I feel like it was this year.
If you can't remember what year it is, does it really qualify?
I get drunk
best
every night,
ongoing.
dude. You expect me to remember anything? You should be amazed that I remembered to show up today. But like,
Bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I
But,
turned
like,
off
no.
my camera because I'm in my boxers, and I got up. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay, I see.
Didn't
Flexing.
want the trouser bottom
Literally
to pop out.
literally flexing.
No,
yeah.
it's
Um,
bad right now. Just don't worry.
What?
about it.
All right, let's
The
not.
hemorrhoid?
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't need to bring it up, but yes, yeah.
Anyway,
having a good
what's
time
your
right now.
prediction, Evan?
The front worm or the back worm?
My honest,
Both would be an issue for the stream. Okay, let's just say that. That's why I turned off my camera.
Oh my
my honest
Both
to
probably
God
have
prediction.
OnlyFans. I mean,
Yeah, that's fine. We'll start a WASD OnlyFans. Best ongoing would be Call of Duty Warzone for me, prediction wise.
Okay.
Just because I feel like it continues to hold its title, or not title, but it continues to hold its own in terms of streams and people watching it and people playing it. Like it's just continuously popular. And there's a lot of people that like I see online that are like, "Oh, it's dead." It's like, but a lot of people just say that because they're upset about a game they lost or whatever. It's just like a reaction. It's not so much of like an actual. They update every couple months or whatever with a new battle pass that has new weapons and multiplayer. I know they have new maps. Not that this matters for Warzone, but like Warzone continues to stay popular, even though, like when Jeff said, well, they came out with a new map, like they didn't. They just reskinned it into an 80s theme, which doesn't make sense when you nuke a place. It does not go back in time. It just gets destroyed.
That's how nukes work. Come on, man.
It's not.
Yeah,
I've
it just
seen
sets
them
them back
happen.
30 years.
dude, it just takes off all the wallpaper that was done over the last 30 years.
Yeah, it burns
And
down
then
the
puts
whole
new
city.
wallpaper up.
And it doesn't put anything new up. It just gets rid of the stuff that was there.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
So my vote is actually Fortnite. As much as I used to shit on this game,
I
play
knew
it
you were a
quite bit.
Fortnite fan. I knew it.
I play it a lot with my kids, and
I knew it.
Get
them out.
I am thoroughly impressed with the amount of content that they add to this game. Like, it is very impressive. I mean, they just put in like a Naruto skin, and like also they do a lot of pretty impressive things.
Plus they have concerts and shit. That's
Yeah,
that's actually
I
pretty
mean,
sweet.
like the Ariana Grande concert and some of the other concerts that they've done.
Marshmello,
Like,
like Travis Scott.
Grande.
yeah, I mean, it's incredible what they've done with that game and the platform that they have created with essentially like a mishap, right? Like this was started out as nothing and then became this like global phenomenon. My prediction is actually going to be Warzone, though. I think there's enough love for Call of Duty that it'll win, even though it is now spanning 3 different games, and that is confusing as shit, and it doesn't make any sense, and it shouldn't work, but somehow it does.
All that matters is it's making a shit ton of money. Next category.
Just ask Bobby Kotick.
Oh my god. Games games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. So
Boyfriend?
Go quickly
Sorry.
on this one.
Yeah.
So Before Your Eyes by Goodbye World Games and Skybound Games. Boyfriend Dungeon by Kit Fox Games. Chicory, a colorful tale. Greg Lobanow, Alex Dean Jones, Lana Rain, Madeline Berger, A Shell in the Pit, and Finji. Life is Strange, True Colors by Deck Nine and Square Enix, and No Longer Home by Humble Grove, Hannah Lee, Cell Davison, Adrian Lombardo, Eli Ransbury, and Fellow Traveler.
I'd like to go first. My vote is for Boyfriend Dungeon because it seems like a pretty cool place I'd like to be in. My prediction is Life is Strange, True Colors. I have not played any of these games. I've only heard of Life is Strange, and I assume that I've never played it. I don't know anything about it, but so my vote was for Boyfriend Dungeon because I thought the title was funny. My prediction is Life is Strange.
It's literally a dating sim.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that is what it is.
You're only
It's
reinforcing my
exactly
vote.
what it sounds like.
Yeah, you just reinforced my vote. It's fine. It'll say
vote-
that way. It won't change.
My vote is my vote's for Chicory. I saw a lot of people talking about this on Twitter, and probably my prediction of what actually wins is Life is Strange, True Colors. I would think.
Fair. I as well, Evan, don't know anything about any of these games. So
I just don't.
my choice was Before Your Eyes because there's a giant fucking Cyclops cat with, a whole bunch of weird shit going on. So that looks kind of cool. But
Pretty
my
sweet.
prediction is Life is Strange, True Colors.
For me, I'm going to say Life is Strange on both. my vote and prediction.
Okay.
People fucking love this game. I have not played any of them. I tried a Life is Strange game back in the day, and it is, or the original, and it is not for me.
Yeah.
So I mean, to each their own, but yeah, it's not my kind of game. But I think it will win, and I guess I vote it too.
Fair enough. All right.
On to the next category. We've got best performance. There you go, Evan. This is awarded to an individual for
right up your
voiceover
alley.
acting, motion, and or performance capture. You want to read the names here, buddy?
Yeah. We got Erica Mori as Alex Chen from Life is Strange: True Colors, Giancarlo Esposito as Anton Castillo in Far Cry 6, Jason Kelly as Colt Vaughn in Deathloop, Maggie Robertson as Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village, and Ozioma Akaga as Juliana Blake from Deathloop. Who wants to start?
I'll go. My vote would be for Giancarlo Esposito, but my prediction is that Maggie Robertson gets it because the internet's a weird place.
He's got a very good point, and I'll follow up with him. My vote and prediction is Maggie Robertson because you got to listen to the tall Dami mommy. But she did just a great job in general. I thought she had a great character, and like she really sold it as being a very powerful vampire. So like I just thought she in terms of her voice acting, yeah, it's great. So like I thought she did a great job.
Fair enough.
Also step on me. That's cool.
What was your prediction, Evan?
Me? Vote and prediction Maggie Robertson.
Okay,
as
sorry.
Lady Dimitrescu. Yep.
I'm gonna follow Evan's suit with a big, sexy, scary vampire lady who steps on my balls.
I don't remember that happening, but yeah.
It does in a deleted scene.
As Jeff said, the internet's a weird fucking place, and I'm about it.
Okay,
I'm about it.
fair enough.
All right, Brody, what you got?
So I'm gonna say Giancarlo for both my vote and prediction. I almost went with Erica Mori as the prediction, but I think Giancarlo is just such a huge name that I think he's gonna dominate this.
That's
And
fair.
I mean, even though he's not in the game very much, I think, I mean, he's fucking massive.
He's just a big
he's a
Dami mommy,
presence.
though.
This is true. He's not a big dummy mommy.
His
right.
next biggest like performance that you can compare him to is in Breaking Bad, and he's not always in every episode. But
I would say Star Wars or Mandalorian, man.
Okay, but like, so when I first saw him, it was Breaking Bad. So like,
Okay, fair enough.
But like, you gotta hear it or like see it the same way in Mandalorian, where he's maybe not in every episode, but his presence is felt, and it's kind of the same in Far Cry. As far as I know, I didn't play
I
much.
wonder
of it,
which
but, like,
series has more clout.
Mandalorian or Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I feel like Breaking Bad just
Breaking
because it's
Bad.
been around a bit longer. Yeah.
Mandalorian, it's tied to Star Wars.
Dude,
You guys are all
Breaking
every
Bad
Star Wars fan is
Breaking
so
Bad.
lame.
nuts.
No,
though.
I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but it's massive. Like,
Mandalorian is.
how do you
I'm
compare
a fan
Breaking
of it.
Bad to Star Wars?
You can't compare the two, but you gotta look at it, and just because
You are
Breaking Bad
that's what
has
they're
five-
asking us to
comparing
do.
the two.
Yeah.
That is
You
what
have
we're
five-
doing.
you have 5 seasons of Breaking Bad and only 2 of the Mandalorian still. So like, I think in just terms of longevity,
6
as
seasons
this-
of Breaking Bad.
Is it 6? Okay, I'm sorry.
6
yeah.
plus a movie. You know,
And you got the movie. That's a good point.
he wasn't in it, but you know,
Yeah, but no, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
and you have how many Star Wars movies plus spin-offs? And
9 plus
animated
way too many.
series?
Yeah, but I love
3
Star
animated
Wars. I love Star
shows.
Wars.
way too many.
I have
Way
not
too
watched
many.
The Mandalorian.
Should have died
Ooh,
like
Mando's
after like
good.
that's where you're
first 3.
fucking up. The Mandalorian's actually really fucking.
Yeah, it's really good. It's probably
Mandalorian's
one of my
good, and
favorite Star Wars experiences.
Mandalorian
actually-
is
yeah,
my
it's
favorite
really
because
good.
it has nothing to do with the rest of the fucking story.
Yeah, it doesn't
This is
get
the
into
way-
all the other bullshit. Like
It's a
Is
Western.
it like closer to
it's a
like?
space western.
Because I actually
it's
like
a spaghetti western.
controversial.
Yeah, it's a Western.
But I like Rogue One. Is it kind of similar? To
Oh,
like,
Rogue One
Rogue
was
One's good.
fantastic.
Rogue One was
Rogue
good.
One's
Yeah,
good.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Is it similar
actually,
to that
Rogue
kind
One.
of shit though, where it's like getting
No.
off on the side of stuff?
it's pretty side story. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah,
not
oh,
to
yeah,
do
okay,
with
yeah,
like
I know what you
anything
mean,
else going on, really.
Okay, good.
The best is it crazy?
It is
that the
literally
best-
just in the universe.
Is it crazy to me that the best Star Wars stuff is the stuff that has nothing to do with Luke fucking Skywalker?
The Skywalkers.
That's
That's not
no,
surprising.
You're
at all.
right on.
Yeah, because you know what? Everybody else in the fucking Skywalker saga just takes everything so fucking dramatically, and the Mandalorian is like, yeah, my armor just deflects every blaster, and I have this little fucking green guy running around, like,
Just causing hell.
just kind of causing mayhem, and it's like,
next category.
Fuck Star Wars. Sorry.
Best audio design. We can go pretty quick on this. Recognizing
to
the
upset
best
a lot of
in-game
people.
audio and sound design. So we got Deathloop by Arcane Studios and Bethesda. Deathloop's been like 4 nominations now.
They've had like
Definitely a lot
5,
of
yeah,
it.
like
4
4 or 5, yeah.
Forza Horizon 5 by Playground Games and Xbox Game Studios. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart by Insomniac Games and Sony Interactive Entertainment. Resident Evil Village by Capcom and Returnal by House Mark or Marquee and Marquee. Is it Marquee?
Marquee.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up
I don't
because
know.
it should be another E.
It doesn't matter.
And
That's what I'm saying.
Sony Interactive
I agree. It
should be an-
Entertainment. Okay. Ratchet and
Most
Clank
people
Rift
pronounce
Apart.
it Marquee, at least.
Ratchet and Clank Rift
for
Apart.
your-
Vote and prediction for me.
All right.
Okay.
I don't think
I
car
second
sounds
that.
are as impressive as the fucking thousands of sounds that are in Ratchet and Clank in the environments, and when you boost through shit, and just the way they use the audio design is really good.
Is it me?
Yep.
My vote and prediction go to Resident Evil Village. Forza Horizon is whatever, because I mean it's just car noises. It's the same as we've heard in the last 3 games. Deathloop doesn't really have a lot of unique sounds, I guess. I mean, they're just gunshots in one way or another. Like, I mean, whatever. And there obviously is other stuff, but it's nothing crazy to me. I did not play Ratchet and Clank or Returnal. Resident Evil takes my spot just because in a scary game like this, sound is really important. So walking around dilapidated buildings or old castles and underground caves and all that kind of stuff, the sound really does matter. And usually, especially like the factory section of Resident Evil Village, sound really matters, especially because in both the Resident Evil 7 and Village, there's a lot less music involved. It's a lot more of just hearing the ambient sounds of wherever you're at, which adds to the scariness of it. Like, I wouldn't be so scared of the games themselves if I had a lot more of a soundtrack like in a regular horror movie. But in Village and in 7, they kind of just cut out a lot of the music until you get scared. And then they add in music. But like while you're walking around and all that kind of stuff, you just hear whatever's in the building. So like that kind of wins it for me.
Cool.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, that's my
For me, I'm going Ratchet and Clank on both. The only one out of this list that I have played is Forza Horizon 5 and Ratchet and Clank. Sorry, the only 2. And Forza, like you said, it's more of the same. Engine sounds and mediocre playlist. But
yeah,
Ratchet
it's really
and
nothing impressive.
so many different sounds, and they do a great job with that. And Ratchet and Clank.
Cool.
Nice.
Top 5 here, boys. Do you want me to do this next one?
Matthew.
We're getting there.
Oh, I was same as you
Oh,
guys.
Matt didn't go.
Both picked
Yeah,
Ratchet
Matt-
and Clank.
Matt said-
Okay.
Yeah, he said Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
All right, Evan, hit us up with the next category.
For best score and music for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack, we have The Artful Escape, Johnny Galvatron, awesome name by the way, and Josh Abrahams, composers, Cyberpunk 2077. I don't even know how to help you out.
Marcin Przejalowski.
You and I are both Polish, and we don't know this.
Marcin
So, like,
Przejalowicz. Peter
That's not how it works.
Adamczyk.
Yeah.
my
Posters.
genealogy is like my history. My everything is a lie. Deathloop. We have Tom Salta as the composer. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Richard Jacques as composer, and Near Replicant version 1.22474487139.
Yeah, what
Kishi
the fuck?
Okabe, composer. My personal vote is Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's my prediction as well. Yeah, just the soundtrack itself. They've got licensed soundtrack or licensed music and stuff like that. They have never going to give you up, and none of these other games have that. You can't really lose. Or you
That's
can't
mine
really,
too. My vote and my prediction.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
same
beat
here.
Guardians.
It's because they have the licensed soundtrack with like a lot of good music, and also they also have like as another option, just like the actual unique original composed music that is also pretty dang good.
They did create, if I'm not mistaken, for Guardians, they created a fake band called Star-Lord. so that way they
Nice.
could tie in him getting his name that way because of the band. So there is Star-Lord music or whatever that ties into it. So like, yeah, this is like that. That was really cool.
So I'm
Or
gonna
I could be
against.
wrong on that. I don't know. Look,
I'm gonna go against the grain here. I actually would like to see a Near Replicant win. Beautiful fucking music in that game. I mean, Square Enix really, they do a pretty good job with a lot of their
Orchestral shit.
a lot of their scores and orchestra and all that good stuff, right? But I do think Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely going to win this.
Right on.
yeah,
On to the next category for Best Art Direction. For outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation, the nominees are The Artful Escape by Beethoven and Dinosaur and Annapurna, Deathloop, Arcane Studios, Bethesda, Kenna Bridge of Spirits by Ember Lab, Psychonauts 2 by Double Fine and Xbox Game Studios, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Insomniac Games, and Sony Interactive Entertainment. My vote is Ratchet & Clank, and my projection is that Ratchet & Clank wins.
Fair enough.
That was
Fair
a
enough.
fantastic game, incredible worlds that felt extremely expansive, but honestly were not in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
In some levels. But it felt like you could go everywhere you wanted to go. The design of it was just incredible.
I'm going to actually disagree with you because I feel like Ratchet and Clank is just a upgraded version of what Ratchet and Clank has looked like in the past to some
fair
extent. And I'm actually going to go Kena Bridge of Spirits. And I'm actually, I almost laughed when you said Deathloop because it looks like an arcane game. Like there's nothing unique about it, really. I think it looks like an arcane game. But I'm going to actually vote for Kena and also give my prediction as Kena because this looks like a fucking Pixar film. Like this is actually an animation studio that has now ventured into games. It's incredible what they did with this.
I'm actually with Brody on this. Both my vote and my prediction are Kenna Bridge of Spirits. In just like, don't get me wrong, Ratchet and Clank looks absolutely fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
But in terms
It's
of like
so good.
unique art style, Kenna Bridge of Spirits definitely seals the deal for me.
Nah.
this is where I'm going to go against the grain. Best art direction for me personally
lie.
goes to Deathloop because arcane games are in their own way unique. Like you can look right away at the art design and go, that's arcane. Like Dishonored is a great example. Not that they're nominated or not that those games are nominated, but you look at a Dishonored game and you can tell just by maybe an image or so, like it looks almost like it was painted. Like it's got the colors are not bright and everything like that. And they changed that for Deathloop where the colors are bright. It's got like a 60s, 70s kind of vibe with the interior of the buildings and the weapons are unique and fun looking. So for me, they win that. In terms of animation, they don't just because a lot of the animations, like I said previously, are reused in some ways from the Dishonored games and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But in terms of the art of the buildings and the characters and the outfits and weapons, all that kind of stuff, that felt unique to me. Again, though, I will add, I have not played any of these other games. So Deathloop is the only one I can really, I know for sure. Yeah. So it's my vote and prediction. But I liked it. I enjoyed the game.
For me, on my side too, the reason why, like I see your guys saying with Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Like I've seen some gameplay and some playthrough and stuff like that. My only reason why I think they'll get that, why I think that my prediction is Ratchet and Clank winning is because
the technical side of it.
I mean, the fucking time warping and how smooth and easy
it looks so
between
good.
Stuff. I mean, there's parts where it's just like, holy shit. Like what is going on?
They did a fantastic job on that game.
So that's
like
my only reason why I think it might surpass that.
That was one of the first games that actually made me go like, holy shit, this is a new generation. Like for sure, that was the first time that I actually stopped and was like, okay, so this is what the PS5 can do, type of thing.
Right.
On to the next category. Best narrative. So for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game, The nominees are Deathloop by Arcane Studios and Bethesda, It Takes Two by Hazelight Studios and EA, Life is Strange: True Colors by Deck Nine and Square Enix, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy by Eidos Montreal and Square Enix, and Psychonauts 2 Double Fine Xbox Game Studios. Man, Psychonauts 2 makes it a lot in there, but I
I don't think they're going to win anything. Yeah.
I'm curious.
well, against these nominees, if I had to vote,
Which you do.
It Takes Two would be my vote. My prediction is probably Guardians of the Galaxy, and I say that unfortunately.
Really? Why unfortunately?
Yeah, because
I'm curious.
I've watched people play through It Takes Two online.
Oh,
And
okay.
the narrative of that is, I mean,
It's shaky.
yeah, but it's fucking meaningful.
Right.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy is a lot of action and shit like that, and I get it's hyped
It's
up.
another
it's cool.
Marvel movie, right?
Yeah, it's a Marvel movie.
Good agree. Yeah.
No,
That's
I
mine,
agree.
yeah.
Like, yeah. So for me, my vote is actually It Takes Two, and my prediction is actually going to be Life is Strange because people fucking
Okay.
love that series,
Yep.
even though it's against my personal preference. But It Takes Two really, like you said, there's a lot going on there narratively, and yeah, some of it's fucking corny and whatever. But I think it does a very good job of not only building the worlds and these individual levels that you're going through, but also creating like a fun, but also very serious environment as to why they're going through the adventure that they are. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And I think even though it can be corny at times, it conveys what it wants to convey from the get-go.
Evan?
Fair enough.
Matt.
Okay.
This is
So
supposed to be me.
It doesn't
that's
matter.
why they said Evan. But
Oh,
it
did
doesn't
they?
matter.
Rip.
Doesn't matter. I got it.
Rip.
So
Rip.
both my pick and my prediction are going to be for It Takes Two.
Okay.
I think it did the best in terms of actually like presenting a real narrative and not having too many distractions from that, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now me.
Now
For
you.
certain. I played both Deathloop and Guardians. Deathloop has a unique story, and obviously the whole premise of it is unique in that you got to kill 6 people with only 3 time slots, so you got to get at least 2 in each one. So you got to have a little bit more of a. You got to play through the game and lose and die a couple times to really realize anything. So like that's interesting, and the narrative of itself is unique. But Guardians wins it for me in both vote and prediction because Guardians is. Because of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, beloved by a lot more people now than it probably would have been without those movies. And I've enjoyed playing through it. I've enjoyed the conversations between Star-Lord and Rocket and like how there is a disconnect there of like almost like a brother situation where it's like, no, I understand that you want to do this, but here's why we don't, because you can't just react that way. Like there are qualities to these characters where it shows that they're a family. I mean, Groot, same as always. I am Groot. But like
We are Groot.
but like you can tell like playing through the game just like you can in the movies of like, oh, he's sad or he's happy or he's anxious or he's
Yeah.
nervous or something like that. So like it wins for me in both vote and prediction because I love the characters. I love what the voice actors have done, you know, in terms of selling it as who they are. Like Drax is still just the same as in the movies, very honest and just literal about everything. Can never figure out that people are just being sarcastic. So like it just it's a nostalgic quality for me of seeing the movies and then seeing the characters in a game of like they're still so true to what I first saw them as. So in terms of a narrative and a great story so far, I have not finished it yet, and neither have I finished Deathloop, but Guardians wins it for me in both prediction and vote.
Nice.
I just like it. Yeah.
On to the next category.
We're getting to the end here, boys.
Game direction. So awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. The nominees are Deathloop by Arcane Studios, Bethesda, It Takes Two by Hazelight Studios and EA, Returnal, House Marquee and Sony Interactive Entertainment, Psychonauts 2 by Double Fine and Xbox Game Studios, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart by Insomniac Games and Sony Interactive Entertainment.
I'll go
Um,
first.
Yeah, go for it, Matt.
Both my pick and prediction, Ratchet and Clank. That's it. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Me? What?
Yeah, Evan, go.
Go for it, Evan.
Okay. Deathloop. Just because it's the only game I've played in all of these, and
For both.
for both, yeah.
It
just
is
because,
pretty
like
innovative.
I just said in the last one, yeah. Like in terms of the combat or like the gameplay of it, of you have to die and continue through each day and reset every time to learn more to finish the game. That in itself is unique, where you have to learn the paths of enemies or where people are going to be or certain things
Yeah.
to get people to show up at the same time spots and same like locations or whatever. That's unique compared to the rest of the stuff.
From what I have heard about Deathloop, I have not played it, mind you. I do want to play it at some point in time, but I have not yet.
Okay.
I heard a lot of people they said that, the marketing side of things, like it does make it seem like it's this unique thing, but when you actually play it, it's pretty linear.
It might seem that way as you're playing it, but as I was going through it, I was finding out that like it's like previous arcane games like Dishonored, you learn more information if you just kind of sit around and listen to people. So you're almost incentivized to go around each map at different times of the day and listen to everybody's conversations and then go about the way of how best to connect. Because you have to, if I'm not mistaken, it might be 6 or it might be 8, but you have to kill 6 to 8 people, but you only have 4 times slots to do it. And as soon as you end that day, everybody's back alive, everybody has reset. So if you don't get them all, you don't break the loop, therefore you don't finish the game. So I think like it's up to players to go, oh well, I should listen in on this conversation, or maybe this conversation isn't worth it to me, and then you go and you play through and you go, oh, that conversation was important to that player. They're gonna go, well, it's a hassle now because now I got to go to that time zone and I got to go back to that spot and listen to it. But that's how you learn and that's how you complete the game, is by studying the characters and the loops of people. So like I feel like that's pretty innovative compared to Returnal, which is, I'm not mistaken, pretty roguelite. Psychonauts 2, I've never played. In Ratchet and Clank, I haven't played yet. It Takes Two kind of just, like I said earlier, reminds me of A Way Out. So I don't feel like that's super innovative either, compared to like they've already had a co-op style game in a way. But yeah, no, that's just my take on it. I just like Deathloop, and I think it wins in innovation.
For me, I think vote for Ratchet and Clank. And my prediction is that Ratchet and Clank wins. But I think it's be really close to Psychonauts 2.
Okay.
I mean, that is a
Nice.
fucking super beloved franchise. And I get it, there's niches and stuff like that, but I mean that's both play out like movies.
Yeah.
But also if you go by like innovation and game direction, I mean Ratchet and Clank was pretty fucking innovative.
Yeah. So I am actually going to go It Takes Two on both. I think
Okay.
the couch co-op / online co-op is a thing you do not see very much anymore, and the only company that seems to be
definitely not.
doing it is Hazelight.
Right.
And I think they do it very well. Whereas, Returnal is a bullet hell roguelike. Deathloop, we've kind of seen something similar to that in that vein. Psychonauts is really, really cool what they have done with that game, but I'm not sure. Like I have not played it personally, but it seems like it's more something that you should fucking drop a shitload of acid and then play type of thing. But I mean, it just seems like this crazy adventure type of deal that like is all over the place. And I thoroughly, thoroughly loved Ratchet and Clank. But I don't know if it's necessarily my favorite, best, or like game direction. I think it was an incredible game for the experience that it offered, but I don't know if it put me in a situation where I want more of that specific style of game. Like It Takes Two, this co-op experience, and that may just be my experience personally with it, of playing it with my wife and experience that story. And she's not much of a gamer, so she doesn't really she's not great at some of the things. and just kind of playing through that and experiencing that situation and each individual level that relies on you to use certain abilities for each character. I think that's very unique in this day and age. I mean, we used to have games that would do similar things, but
gonna say, to
it's
your
not
point,
super
yeah.
common anymore.
Yeah, to your point, it's like we've been deprived of that.
Right. And I love that experience. Like it's just a very cool experience that you don't get very often.
Well, and if you do get it, it doesn't fucking work right.
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 And It Takes Two works pretty much flawlessly. I have not had any issues with it.
Matt?
Sure thing.
I already did mine, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He did.
Yeah, I went
Late.
first.
It's getting late, my bad, buddy.
It is.
All right, here
One
we
more
go.
to go.
Numero
We're on the
uno.
last one, yeah.
Game
Here
of
we
the
go.
year. So recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Got to be honest with you, pretty surprised at the nominees here. But the nominees are Deathloop, Arcane Studios, Bethesda, It Takes Two, Hazelight Studios, and EA, Metroid Dread, Mercury Steam and Nintendo, Psychonauts 2, Double Fine, and Xbox Game Studios, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart by Insomniac Games and Sony Interactive Entertainment, and Resident Evil Village by Capcom. So, anyone else kind of like shocked at any of these nominees? I'm stunned that Metroid Dread is in there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too. I don't know
That's-
why it's
and
on this
Deathloop.
list.
That's a shocker for me.
I can see Deathloop.
For Metroid Dread. Deathloop's not
I think
surprising.
Psychonauts is a weird choice too. Like I know it's a beloved cult classic game, but my god.
Mhm.
I see what
People
you're
It
were
saying.
Takes
waiting out
Two
for
as
a
well.
long
I was
time for
surprised to
that.
be on here for Game of the Year.
Yeah, I could absolutely see Resident Evil and Ratchet and Clank, but the rest of them are a little puzzling.
Hmm
Outside
your
of
vote, Brody?
of course, Metroid is there because of Nintendo. So out of this list, which whether I agree with it or not, I'm gonna go Ratchet and Clank for my vote and Ratchet and Clank for my prediction as well.
I am going to second that as well. Ratchet and Clank all the way. I think just against this competition. Don't get me wrong. I think it's the best game and was probably going to win Game of the Year, but it doesn't seem like it has very strong competition.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to
Uh,
do the same thing as well.
Am I the only dissenter?
Yes.
Yes.
I knew
Yeah.
it. How did I know?
Ratchet
You're
and
either
Cl-
gonna jerk off Deathloop or Resident Evil. I know.
Brody,
Rat-
you know, you come at me with this violence, and I don't know what I've done to deserve
It's not violence.
Nick's not here,
It
so he
feels
has to
like
fill
it.
the void.
What is it? What is
He
it?
doesn't fill the void.
Nick doesn't even know what he's voting on.
Yeah, I know.
Nick
I
doesn't
have
know
to
the
get
difference
all
between a
of
vote and a
Nick's
prediction.
votes for like half of the list now that he's gone.
That's hilarious. Yeah, now you got to follow up with him. Have fun with that. He's
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Well, I think this is gonna win, and I think this is gonna win." You're gonna be like, "What's your prediction?" And he's gonna go, "Both." It's gonna be like, "That's not."
I
How
think
this
this
works.
is gonna win, so that's my vote. And God damn it, man!
Okay, so yeah, I am dissenting a bit, and I am voting. My vote and my prediction is Resident Evil Village. Deathloop does not win because it was not. It's a great game,
It's delayed.
but it was not something. It's been delayed, and
I
that
don't
obviously
think that
had
makes
its
Game of
issues.
the Year when it's fucking delayed.
It's been delayed 3
However-
or 4 times.
So like, I will say though the delays weren't a bad thing because when the game
No.
came out, I had no issues. Like,
Yeah.
actually, I take that back. I did have one, but it was a pretty flawless experience for the most part of it. Resident Evil Village, when it came out, was perfect in terms of performance and perfect. There's no bugs, there was no game breaking glitches, no crashes, nothing like that for me. Looked beautiful, and I was excited because, and this is the only part where it wins for me, where it wouldn't win for me in other games, is that it continues the Resident Evil 7 story. So we play as the same character for the first time in a Resident Evil game where you consecutively play as the same character for 2 games in a row. So like that kind of goes like, oh, they're making this like a series almost. We're playing as this person who's experiencing what's going on. And the story is great. You know, the story just really sold me on every front. And it was scary, which is, I don't play scary games. I don't watch scary movies. I'm not a scary
do it.
type of guy. I don't like any of that stuff. But Resident Evil is a soft spot for me, where it's like, I will put myself through being scared because I want to know what happens in the story, and it's a surprisingly, it felt like a long game in the right sense. It didn't feel like it was long where I was like, this is dragging, I want it to end. It felt, I finished the game in 8 hours. My game time was 8 hours and 8.5 hours. But like, I was going through so many different areas that were so unique to me in terms of the village itself, the castle, there's a factory, there's a swamp area, like, and every place felt unique, every boss felt interesting. So like, that's why it sold me, and that's why it wins my vote and prediction for game of the year, because it continues on this massive franchise in such a great way. It wraps up nicely, which is hard for games to do sometimes, just like it is for movies and TV shows. But it wraps up well. It looks beautiful. Sound design's great. Combat was fun, but does get repetitive, so that's kind of my knock against it. But I like the paranormal stuff. I like that there were vampires and there were like lichens and werewolves and zombies and all this other, like, they mixed everything together instead of it just being another, yeah, there's zombies and like umbrellas trying to, do crazy shit. It wasn't like that. It was very detached from the rest of the series in a way. So that's kind of why it sold me. So,
well, for me too, on like my vote and the prediction of Ratchet and Clank, I think it nails what the game of the year had to be, which was what Brody had pointed out, which was a complete awe moment of, okay, this is the next generation. I don't see Forza on here, which is kind of crazy. Maybe because it's too new. I don't know. But I would definitely have that over Psychonauts too. Especially in a year of console launches.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I just feel like, you would probably want to put like your highest caliber games that basically showcase that console.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Other stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting.
Ratchet and Clank was definitely like, usually when a new console releases, there's like that one game that you're like, oh, it's like the tech demo, right? Like, it looks really pretty. There's not a lot of substance to it though, but like Ratchet and Clank looks like it's both really fucking impressive in terms of technically driving that, but also has just a whole lot of substance and a whole lot of game behind it.
Shows off what the PS5 can do while
being a great game in
full-fledged game.
itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like, I could totally win. Absolutely.
I had like 20 something hours in it to platinum it, and I never got sick of it. It wasn't like a grind. Like, I enjoyed every single thing that I did in that game, and it was just thoroughly a great experience. And like you said, it does capitalize on what the PS5 can do, and that was really the first time that I played a game that I was like, holy shit, this is a new experience. Like, this is what the PlayStation 5 can do. It is that graphic powerhouse, as well as being like, for the most part, it was pretty smooth. A few glitches here and there, right? No big deal, but overall, like, it was just, to me, out of especially this list, game of the year for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, to satiate my own curiosity, because you guys have said Ratchet and Clank and I've said Resident Evil, what is the? Because I mean, I know you two, Jeff and Brody, have played it. Is there a lot of replay value in Ratchet and Clank, or is there
No.
So like, once you finish it and you platinum it, is there a lot more to play, or is it going to be? Is it pretty linear in terms of everything you unlock and like customization?
Not even like the plotting. I mean, you beat the story. There's not much.
There's not much more to go on after that.
You have to start like New Game Plus
willingly without without being a completionist.
To get that platinum, you have to start New Game Plus and play like 10 minutes. And then that is the last trophy you have to get. So 20 hours is like the complete experience, everything in it, and that's it.
So to add on to me picking Village was also the fact that there were a lot of different weapons to choose from this time around compared to 7. So you could replay it to a degree. I mean, obviously the story itself and what happens as time goes on is going to be very linear.
You could do that with this.
You can
Ratchet.
Right.
If you wanted to use
so that's kind of what my thing was, is that like, so I ran through the first version of my gameplay of Village using like the same weapons that I kind of started out with and was able to upgrade. But because there's so many weapons that's available to you both through the shop, like the merchant, and just finding them, you can play through in different play styles of being just super up close and just running and gunning with like a shotgun and whatnot. Or you can take a bit more of a backseat approach and use a sniper rifle and take like more of a, like I said, long range, or you can use mostly throwable type stuff like Molotovs or grenades or whatever.
Yeah.
So like,
I
that
think
was
that-
another thing for me. I think that sold it.
I think that is most games, though. I mean, you could really kind of handicap yourself in most games and make it more
Okay,
difficult.
yeah.
I mean, there's all sorts
Sure,
of like
yeah.
Pokemon games where they do like Nuzlocke runs,
Mhm.
or where it's like, oh, I can only use this type of Pokemon or whatever, right? Like, so
Yeah.
I mean, you could do that with any game that you thoroughly enjoy. I don't know if necessarily for me that would be a selling point, because I don't particularly want to go back through a game and not use the cool shit that I want to use, right? But-
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be like replaying Doom and being like, yeah, but you don't get to use the cool guns. You only get to use the shotgun and like the fucking pistol. And you're like,
Right.
You don't get to enjoy the
What?
game for what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
exactly.
Right.
I get
God, that
No.
would be hard in Doom.
Yeah.
That would be so hard.
Oh my god, it'd be fucking horrible.
Well, as we wrap this episode
Let's
up,
see it.
we're over 2.5 hours, which is crazy. And I realize
Coming
how
up on-
much of a baby I am now.
Yep.
On anything past 11:30, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Just straight zombie
Yeah.
mode.
Crazy.
Still have
to.
Can we
Still have to
admit?
edit this, and we're gonna have to chat about that after the episode. But yeah,
Well, I'll
we'll
be
go.
here for that. But can we just admit though, this went by a lot faster when a certain someone's internet died.
correct.
Wow.
Correct.
Well, we also had one less person's input.
Well, but we have to realize that this person's input specifically was never what it was supposed to be
we have to
set
still
by
realize
before we
that we're
started.
recording the show and we're live.
I
Yeah,
don't
and
care.
he
Let
will
him
have it.
absolutely
Oh, okay. I just
listen to
didn't know
this.
if you didn't know that or not.
No, I don't care. Yeah, let him hear it. He's
Okay.
gonna call me tomorrow on the way to work and he's be like, that was really shitty what you said. I'm like, absolutely it was. I don't care.
Yeah,
I do not
absolutely. Fuck
apologize.
you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, do you know the difference between a prediction and a vote?
Uh,
He's gonna be like, no.
oh man, God, he's so weird.
That's an
you,
understatement. You know
Nick.
it. That's like the nicest thing you could have said.
Such a character. Anyways, yeah.
He's
so
a real wild one.
thanks for listening to this episode. I'm sure the Game Awards are 19 days from the date that we recorded this. Live December 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know who's gonna be able to jump on at 6:30, but I'm gonna jump on at 6:30 pre-show,
Yeah, I'll be on.
and
I should be able to, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be like last year where there's our pre-show for like half an hour, and then there'll be like an hour pre-show on the Game Awards, which during the pre-show they actually announce stuff as well, which is kind of nice, and then
Yeah.
there'll be the actual show.
Keeps you watching it, yeah.
Yeah, keep it locked on here to Diggity, because next week, I mean, Brody and I will probably hammer out some stuff as to what rumors we think might be announced at the Game Awards, as well as our normal
Rumors
kind
and a
of
lot
stuff.
of game reviews as well.
Yes,
I've
got
been
lots
playing a
game
lot of shit.
reviews. Got game
Yeah, you
reviews,
got a lot of
And we would have done it this week, but we couldn't because of Game Award stuff.
Game Awards nominees, yeah. So anyways, yeah, live December 9th on YouTube and Twitch, 6:30 p.m. Eastern is when we start streaming. And join us. I mean, it goes on for hours because the Game Awards are super long. Maybe they'll be shorter this year. Who knows? But typically they're
won't.
like 3 hours minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and that's like after the pre-show. So, we'll be there for like 4.5 hours almost. It'll be crazy. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for listening. And until next time, we'll see you around. And maybe somebody can tweet at Nick about like how voting works and shit like that.
Predictions and votes.
Yeah.
Explain that to him, please.
Yeah.
So many people.
We
so many
apparently
people are gonna
couldn't.
message him.
We apparently couldn't get that across.
See ya.